It is much easier for him to lie and present false narrative to foreign media.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's laws, presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's laws, presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. That's right, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Shalom, 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 Israel, shalom, Most High Christ bless, Most High Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio. In the house we have
Bishop, y'all what's up?
That's
Shalom,
right.
Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Y'all right?
On a car.
Hey, I'm Captain Shemaiah.
Captain Amaziah.
Captain REA.
I'm Officer Alicia.
I'm Soldier Nehemiah.
Hey.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Hananana, House of Officer Jabez.
Okay.
Sister Naoma.
The skinny one.
Sister Elishiba.
skinny
Leia,
sister.
House of Officer Elisha.
Yo, sis, stop playing games.
Hey.
I'm trying to do it fast this time.
Hey, Bishop, let's stop playing. Bishop, let's stop playing game. We're gonna get you a place down here.
Right.
You might as well.
That's
Bishop.
what I'm saying.
Stop playing,
Welcome
Bishop.
home.
What? So I ain't special no more?
Bishop, stop playing.
So
You might as well move down here.
That's right.
Might as well move down here, Bishop. Oh, before we start, I gotta say this. Listen, Bishop Nathaniel, that class last night.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Listen,
Yeah, buddy.
That's right.
when you spend a week working around demon,
Yeah.
you come here on Saturday and you listen to a class like that, that can bring you back.
Right.
You know, sometimes, during the week we go to stuff,
Yes.
Rejuvenate your spirit.
yeah, some of you want to get that out of the house away from the wife. Come here.
That's right.
Run away. Come here.
Run away.
Yes.
For a day.
This is
Like I do?
Safe space.
Hey,
A
this
safe
is you
space.
safe space.
Your sanctuary.
You're funny, man. What's wrong with this guy, man?
It's a safe zone.
It's a
You
safe
can be
space.
yourself here. It's a
Safe
safe
zone.
zone.
You can be yourself here, Bishop. Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
All praise to Most High, man. That was good yesterday.
All praises.
So, Bishop, welcome back. Welcome back, sir.
Glad to be back. Glad
Hey,
to be back.
I'm gonna try to make it to your show one day. I'm gonna really try. I haven't been in your show yet.
You got to be on time, though.
Oh,
Got him.
You got to be on time.
man.
I'll tell you a funny story. Well, a funny thing, real quick, and I'll expand on it because I was thinking about it this morning. Actually, I thought about it about a week ago, but I really thought about it this morning. Our people have a huge problem with time.
Being on
You
time.
can say that again.
And we make excuses. We make excuses to say, oh, well, you know, if the event is at 5 o'clock, they say, well, make it at 2 o'clock for CPT, colored people's time.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and we say that thing, and we've gotten used to it.
Right.
We've accepted it like it's a part of us. Right. But 5 o'clock or 2 o'clock means what it says.
Yes. Exactly.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
should do our best to adhere to those times, but that takes discipline
It
for
does.
real.
It does.
And you know what I thought about? Being on time is similar to fasting.
Discipline.
Exactly. I'm gonna speak to it.
Hey,
Bring it on.
I'm gonna
there's
make a quick
speaking
point
of
about
time.
it. Yeah.
I know Bishop Kanai. When he come to time, he don't play no game with that.
Yeah.
Because I remember we was in Haiti. He Deacon Isaac late 32nd, and he wanted to left Deacon Isaac, and he was pissed.
I hate being late.
He was mad. He's like, Deacon Isaac, like, hey Bishop, I don't need that. He's like, I don't care if it's 2 seconds. When we say that time,
That's it.
you're not supposed to walk out of your house with that time. You're supposed to be there.
Right.
But you know, you 100% right, because I remember this is what I see people do. You start working at 9. You leave in your house at 8:55.
Right.
Because you don't want to be there.
And driving,
me-
driving crazy through
Yes.
traffic to get there.
If you're gonna start working at 9, you're not 2 minutes away from the job.
Right. Fact.
Why leave in your house at 8:55? That make no sense. And then
Every morning.
that same person is complaining when they fire him.
Yeah.
Or her.
Right.
Oh, they fired me because I've been. They don't like me. Sis, I was right here when you left at 8:55, and I was telling you that. But I don't. Those are the things that people. Like Bishop always said, we black, but we cannot keep using that excuse though.
Exactly.
We cannot keep using that excuse.
Yeah.
Because that's part of. By the way, I used to say that's part of you being repent. That's part of you repenting.
Yep. Exactly why I'm bringing it up.
That's part of you repenting.
Yeah. Hey, get that scripture real quick. I know we went around the room, right? Decently and in order. Give me that real quick. This is what I was thinking about when I was making my point about fasting is similar or associated with time. Because sometimes we don't really dwell on the importance of that. Okay? You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read it.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let all things be done decently. It's decent to be on time.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It's decent to be disciplined.
Right.
And just like one of y'all was saying, it involves discipline.
Yeah, it does.
When you look at, like you was talking about with the time, you can't get out, you can't expect to be somewhere at 10 o'clock and then you leave your house at 9:30.
No, you cannot.
But the traffic, you got an hour to get there. You gotta bring discipline into the mix, which means that if you know it's going to take an hour to get there, that means you got to curtail something on the back end. You got to curtail whatever you're doing. You got to now you got to manage your 24 hours. That's the reason why there's a class that Bishop did that I absolutely
8
love.
hours.
8 hours. Time management within 8 hours.
Yep.
That is because you literally, everybody gets 24 hours every day.
Right.
Everybody.
Yes.
Why is it that we mismanage our time and then we're talking about something we late, we can't do this, we can't do that.
Right.
And fasting goes the same way. When it comes to fasting, because what is the reason why we're late? Because we weren't disciplined enough to stop doing
whatever we were doing.
to compensate for the time that we need to be where we need to be. So that's a discipline issue. Same thing that goes with fasting. You got to discipline when you're craving to eat, you're craving to drink, and your discipline says, I'm trying to maintain a goal. And once you break that, the discipline is gone.
So, Bishop, what
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying is, like, mothers, sisters, they don't have no excuse for being late when they have children.
I
That's
was
what
about
you're
to
saying?
say the same thing.
Not at all. Hey, this
got
is
no
what
excuse.
this is what get me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is what get me. You got a sister. All brothers do that too. The whole week, Bishop, Monday to Friday.
They on time for work.
They go to work on time.
That's
They
right.
never-
Not
because
one
they know.
lateness.
Come Saturday, The sister do not work on Saturday. She wake up, she walk in class 30 minutes later after Bishop studies class. And we're looking at each other like, what the hell's wrong with this sister? Sis, why you late? Well, you know, I have a
had to get
couple
the
of
kids
kids.
ready.
Sis, stop it. Stop right there. First of all, if you did, I said, my question is, the first question is, do you work today? No. What you was doing all day? Oh, well, you know,
Eating
I got to
bonbon.
get the kids. I said, sis, everybody, if you got 2 kids, you know how long it take to prepare those 2 kids. If you got 6 kids, you know how long it take. If you got 12 kids, 13 kids like Bishop Kana, you know how long it take. So do not stop using the kids. They always use the kids as an excuse. And then you got sisters with no kids. Also, like, you got brothers with no kids, bro. Where you been? I wasn't laying in the house. You walk in here 30 minutes after Bishop class start. Are you serious right now?
It's coming from
And
the
then
club.
the sister got the nerve to walk all the way up front, sit down. No. Sit you black behind, all the way in the back.
Yeah.
I thought security, nope. Make sure her black behind sit in the back. She want to make a great entrance. Listen, this is not a damn fashion show.
Hey, can I?
That's on this. By the way, that's disrespectful. By the way.
Right. Here's how you know. I don't want to. Here's how you know, like what you said about, like, let's say the sisters with 10 kids. If she had gotten a memo that the house is going to catch on fire,
Them kids would be ready.
at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
all kinds of provisions will be made to make sure that those
Yes.
kids are out of the house by the time the house catch on fire. I hate to use such a drastic point, but it goes to show that whenever we want to do something, then we find the discipline. We find the ways to do it. When people show up late, it's because they did not prioritize what it is, and that's what it is about us.
Exactly. That's how we are.
It wasn't that serious to them.
To add,
I'm sorry. When you speaking of time, I don't know about y'all. You know, every Sunday, I woke up. Even if I don't put my alarm, I wake up at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing this for so long,
It's
my
habit.
system get used to it. Yes, every Sunday, between 8:30, I wake up. I don't even have need to no alarm, because your system get used to it. Because some people, you know, they've been doing a job for 30 years. They don't even have to have an alarm. And believe it or not, it really don't matter what time you go to bed.
They're conditioned.
Yes.
Right.
What time we was in last night? Into 3?
Like 3. Damn near
3?
3 o'clock. Yeah.
This morning I woke up with no alarm.
Right.
8 o'clock. That's a time. That's a time. Go ahead, Cap.
Also, it's also a lack of charity.
That's it.
Because your lateness holds up a mission that's encompassed of many parts, moving parts. So, and I'm giving an example. Recently, we got on a brother because he forgot the camera equipment for camp. So, because he was already late, then he realized it was the SD card. Forgot the SD card. Had to go back to the house. The point is, camp was like 45 minutes late getting started. If you had a genuine care for the mission,
Right.
and those brothers who were all on time, all prepared to do the Lord's business, it would have been a successful mission in the sense of everybody be able to execute all of their offices effectively, whether it's flyers, whether it's speaker equipment, whatever the case may be. Everybody's there on time, and now we have to stop progress. That's like if you work for a company, and all the employees are waiting for you to get on that line to get that conveyor belt going. You're late stops that company's progress in moving forward. It's the same thing. It's a lack of charity. You don't care about everyone else's time that was on time in order to get that mission done. It's a lack of charity too, man.
That scripture that speaks about a city, what is it, Matthew 5, right? Matthew 5 and, what is it, 13? I'm just trying to remember the scripture. The light of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Read that real quick.
Matthew chapter 5.
Because I wanted to go off on what you just said about when one part of the puzzle is out, everything else gets backed up.
Right.
Read this.
Matthew chapter 5.
This is what's wrong with our people, and you know you hate to get on your people sometimes, but you have to.
They're black
because we've been trained to not think as a nation. Read.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world.
The Israelites, the blacks and Hispanics, Native American Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
A city that is
right there. A city What's involved in a city?
Damn.
What's involved in a city? What connects
Everything.
all of the elements of a city together? Think about that.
Doctors,
Time.
lawyers,
Discipline.
Not
banks,
all doctors,
school,
lawyers, and everything
hospitals.
else. Time is the synchronizing mechanism that unites them all together in a functional
Realm.
in a realm.
They all gotta
exactly.
work
They
on
all
time.
depend on time. Read it again.
Ye are the lights of the world, a city that is set on an hill.
Here's an example: a city that everybody's supposed to look at us and get the understanding and the importance of adhering to time. That's the reason why I'm just speaking about me. I hate to be late because I think that if I come late, it's going to give everybody else an excuse to be late.
Yes, I hate that.
Okay, and I hate that. I really do. I hate it. I literally hate it. I used to have a problem with time when I was a kid. I had to learn because that's when I learned about what's called tardiness. I had to learn that word. Okay, so when I was making a point about read it again and get my thought back.
Ye are the lights of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid.
A city. You got all of these elements within a city that depends on time. I'm getting up in the morning and I have to be somewhere in order for this manufacturer to do what it has to do, right?
Yeah.
If I get up, I'm in New York now. I'm just putting myself back in New York for a second. I get up and I know I have to be at the train station to catch the A train to get to 59th Street, to catch the one to get to 33rd Street or whatever. You know, I know that I have to make sure that I catch that first train on time. If I miss that first train, by the time that
whole
second
thing is
train,
messed
Yeah, you're gonna
everything
be
is
late.
off.
Yes.
Everything is off. But all of those schedules are linked together to make sure that people like me and others can get to their job on time. And they give you a schedule.
Yeah, they do.
The A train will be here at such and such time. The one train will be here. If you're not there at those, if you have to take 2 or 3 trains, you can forget about it.
Right.
You have to learn all those points. That's dealing with that. When I get to the job, there's the bodega that make my sandwiches.
There you
for
go.
an example,
And your little coffee.
he's looking for. His hours might be from 12 to 2. I know. I'm what's called the exploded view. I get to I get there. His hours are from his hours of making sandwiches for the company where everybody let out for lunch.
Right.
He's going to make his sandwiches between 1 and 12 and 1. If I get there, if he's not there on time, nobody eats.
Right.
That affects productivity. Now the people can't go back and do the work because now they're hungry, belly pains or whatever. I'm exaggerating it, but it goes to show how important that time thing is. Because once one thing is out of line, think about if I'm a fireman.
Right.
And if I can't get to the fire, fire station, there's an alarm where the fire happens such and such, and I can't get there to get inside that rig to go such and such. You don't know. Lives could be lost.
It's a rippling effect.
Simply because I did not make it where I was expected. That's a city. That's how important it is.
Hey.
So it involves discipline.
Hey, let me tell you something, right? Any of you brothers or sisters that in your camp, you have a leader who's supposed to open the door at 9.
Oh, yeah.
They show up at 12.
Snap.
Yeah.
We got complaint form. Let us know.
Bring it out.
Not type it in the damn
Don't
chat.
type it in the chat. Let us know because we have special schedule. And believe me, if that leader cannot open the door on time, that leader has got to be removed. Again, we're not playing no game. We're not playing no game with that. And I look at it seriously. I look at it as not only disrespectful, as of you don't have no discipline, you out of order.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Any leaders, I'm going to repeat that again. Any leaders, any camp, I don't care if it's in the United States, outside the United States, if they were supposed to open at a certain time, they're not there to open it. Let us know, and that leader will be removed because he got no business being in that position because he cannot do it. We're going to find somebody else to do
You're not
it.
the guy.
And Deke, yes, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, and Deke, they're supposed to be there before the time.
Exactly.
Because lights have to be turned on. Everything, all the moving parts
Security
have
gotta
to be
be in
in
place.
place.
Right. It's called accountability and responsibility.
Exactly.
There are situations like when I was coming here. I called your phone
Yes.
twice.
Today
There's a
and
reason,
yesterday.
right?
Yes,
There's a reason why I do that. because things can happen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know, your company, they'll have situations where, you know what, if you're late, let us know so that we can put situations in place so that the house don't burn down because we don't have firemen to get there.
We can adjust.
We can adjust.
Right.
Give us a time frame where we can adjust.
Right.
You understand? So all that's important. Accountability means they're depending on me. They need me to be there. And for some reason, pipe burst in my house or whatever, such and such. The road collapsed, whatever.
Flat tire.
Something happened. Yeah. Let me be responsible enough. Let me be accountable enough to let the people that's dependent on me know, listen, I'm not going to be there such and such. Here's the reason why. Please make sure that situation gets covered so that the mission does not get squandered.
Hey, Bishop, you know what's so heavy about that is that's called being professional. Right?
Yes, yes.
In the work world.
Yes.
Can I get a script real quick?
Yes, sir.
Give me that in Hebrews 10. Verse 23. I just want that top part. And this is going exactly what Bishop and Deacon and the captains have been saying. And Deacon, you might want to reiterate that again. So what happened again?
I said, because I see people making comment here, I told them, listen, that's why we got complaint form. There's stuff that's going on. Your guys need to let us know. Any leaders that's showing up late, because this is not Christianity.
Right.
When the people show up, the door have to be already open. Not, I'm sorry, I'm running late, and there's a line in front of the door, a line in front of the door try to get in, and the door is closed. No. If they're not supposed to open at 9, by 9 o'clock, you're supposed to be there way before 9.
Right.
Because you got to set up security, everything. So, anybody's not doing it, we want to know who so we can remove them.
And you must use the complaint form.
Yep. Yeah. Use the
Don't
complaint
talk
form.
crap to the other members in the congregation.
Right.
Because usually that's what happens. You complain, but you don't put it in the complaint form. You must use the complaint form.
Hey, Bishop, you know you are you're serious about order, discipline, structure, things being written out. So you can't say that it ain't in point. It's not there for you. So read that real quick.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession.
The what?
The profession.
Wait a minute. Most High has deemed us this is our profession.
Right.
So just like you said, Deacon, for any of you leaders to be coming late, being that this is your profession, as you said, Bishop, the nation depends on you. You could jeopardize a lot of lives because you are not carrying yourself as a professional for the Most High God's work. You'll jack some things up. So that's being unprofessional or tardy.
Yep.
You understand? So we gotta be mindful. Read just that top part again. I'll turn it over.
Let us hold fast the profession of our faith
On Christ, go ahead.
without wavering.
You ain't double-minded. You're not the guy that's gonna sit there and leave at 9:55, knowing damn well your class starts at 10. Or the doors have to be open at 10. No, you need to get your behind up and be there 2 hours in advance. That way, if there is any situation of things that take place, well, hey, you got to fix for it.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Because, when you work your regular 9 to 5.
For the white man.
Monday through Friday, when you get that job, you go through orientation, you get the job.
Facts.
You know the time it takes to get up in the morning.
Right.
You got to brush your teeth. I got 5 minutes to brew some coffee. I got a couple minutes to warm up the car. Right. You map out your whole get up to prepare to get there before 9 o'clock. But in the truth, I got kids. I got this.
Yeah.
Something happened. I was on the phone. You make all kinds of excuses to get here whenever the hell you want to get here.
Right.
And that can't be, because the scripture just said this is the profession of your faith.
Yep.
Right.
You got more, so it shows you got more faith in the white man's job to earn a little couple dollars instead of coming to the school on time and being disciplined with Israel.
It's a byproduct of what happened to us in slavery.
Right.
Okay, when we were in chattel slavery, the so-called white man Esau took charge of everything that we did. He told us when to eat, told us when to go to sleep, when to work, and remove the responsibility of us doing this ourselves.
Damn.
You good, bitch.
So when we when we came out of slavery, we have to bring that manhood back.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
it was
sir.
taken from us.
Right.
Men weren't even allowed to be fathers. So they took all of that away from
Yes,
us.
sir.
So now we're just waiting. You know, they have a saying out here. They said, black folks, this is a general, this is, like a saying they have. Black people cannot be organized unless there's a white man in the middle of it.
Yep. They said that. Yep. That's true.
That's what some
they
people
said.
say.
Yep.
They said I will not
white
be a
man
part of
gotta
a black
organize.
organization if white folks. Let me say I'm going too far now.
Take it there.
The level of order that people see.
Yeah.
I've seen this on comments and so forth. This is the level of organization that people see in IUIC. They say there's no way in the world that that's run by black folks. There must be a white man there somewhere.
Yes. They getting paid something.
That's a slur on us.
Holy crap.
They Illuminati. Gotta be Illuminati.
Got to be. They can't be this on their own. That's how far. That's how bad it is. Then when they found out the other day, they said, "Well, hell, you didn't go to school here. Where did you go to school? Where did you learn this? Because we used to a different kind of Negro.
Right.
We made a particular kind of Negro to not think like what you're doing.
Right. Absolutely.
That's some scary stuff.
Bishop
Yes, sir.
always said, we are the new breed of black man.
Yeah, yeah.
We come from another planet.
I ain't
Damn right.
I ain't gonna stay on this topic, but I know we done dropped the hot one just already.
Yes,
but
sir.
the thing about what we doing here in IUIC, and we got what we call the black shirts, right? These are the new brothers. Let's just use the new brothers, the MOV brothers. These brothers are learning discipline.
Right.
That's the reason why we have all of those evaluation forms and all of that, all checklists and
checks
all
and
that.
balances. Yeah.
That's because these men has to be built up to be managers of their own lives, not only
Yes,
their
sir.
own lives, but their lives of their family and of their whole community from where they come from. That has been taken away from us. Men are managers.
Right.
Everybody's given 24 hours every day. How do you manage your 24 hours as a manager of your own self? That's what our MOV brothers are learning. Okay? And they're starting there. So when they come all up through the ranks, they're supposed to have all that down.
Right.
So that's just that alone. If we just learn how to manage time, you know how many other aspects of our lives will just fall in line. Just think about it. Exponentially effective on everything that you do, just simply if you just manage time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's enough.
May I get one script?
Hallelujah.
May I get one script? Let's go to the book of Habakkuk.
After your script, we're going to move to the title.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chapter 2 and verse 3. I'll be quick. Because we're talking about time management, and the thing is that our God is a God of time, being right on time, right? Let's read that.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
You see that? It says for an appointed time, and that there's an exact time that God is going to set forth his prophecy, that he's going to fulfill the prophecy, not just whenever he feels like it. It's going to be for a appointed time. Read on.
But at the end, it shall speak and not lie.
Because it will surely come to pass, right? But read.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
So that's our time. We're waiting for him to say, okay, what's going on, Lord? We're going through all these atrocities. When will you help us, right? But read this.
Because it would surely come.
Why?
It will not tarry.
To tarry means it won't delay.
You're right.
It won't be
It's right on time.
It's right on time. So God lets us know through his prophecies it's going to happen right on time.
Exactly.
We have a different mentality of time, but God say, listen, don't worry about that. When it's time, it's going to be on time, and it will not delay. It will not tarry.
Yeah, you know what's so heavy about what you just said? Remember that scripture? Is it in Peter? The one that's talking about 1,000 years.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
the
in
days.
Peter.
Yes.
What you said just go perfect with that. You're right. The prophecy got a time on it.
Right.
It's going to come to pass. That's why I say it's not going to delay.
Right.
It's going to look like it's delayed
Right.
because our time is different from his time. That is true. That's heavy. I was just thinking about that. Cap, what do you have?
Hey, let's play that video that I told you to get out of the Telegram. Yeah. So let's play a little bit of that.
Hey, you should show. You know what? Hey, Cap, you should have showed them the
title.
The title of this. This thing will
the
throw you
thumbnail.
off.
The thumbnail.
The thumbnail on this will throw you off.
So you do have a title.
No, that's a video. Remember,
okay.
Bishop put this
Okay.
video this morning for us to watch.
Okay.
Hey, can you get the title,
it's the
Uzziah?
thumbnail he put in front of his video.
Oh yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Yeah,
yet. I
the
saw it
thumbnail
come
throw
up.
you off.
Yes,
will
yes.
throw you off.
I was looking
Uzziah,
at
you
that
got-
while I was coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to
But
play
he said some good stuff, though.
But I think I know what it was.
Yeah, he
I
said some
think
good
I know
stuff.
what it was about. But
Yeah,
but
okay,
I definitely want to see. Yes.
There it is.
America's Most Wanted. Read that, bro.
Bishop Nathaniel captured. What do IUIC do now? America's Most Wanted.
That will throw you off, right?
Yeah.
It should say Babylon's Most Wanted.
Yep.
Go ahead, play the video.
Oh, damn.
This message right
No. Let him
here
go.
is to the
I was just
IUIC and the other brothers and sisters out there that's on the block, in the streets, in the world, bringing a message about a people who are the chosen, who are the select, who should be standing up in righteousness, following God's commandments. Let me get some questions for you. IUIC, where are you? I see you black shirts. I see you purple shirts. I see you captains. I see you bishops. What's going to happen when the elders, the leaderships fall? I'm speaking to those brothers and sisters out there that's in this movement. I'm asking you the question, when the torch falls, who picks it up? Who's the next man in line? Who's the next one to move it forward? When they come after you, what's going to happen? You see, when I was in the military, 20 years, we were taught, when you're on the battlefield, when that flag drops, somebody has to pick it up and move it forward. You know, many groups came out here. Many people have tried to establish movements to wake up people up. Where is INFACT at? The leader failed. They arrested him, threw him in jail. All those brothers and sisters who had weapons, arsenals. Where are they? They fell apart, standing on the shoulders of one man. How ignorant and cowardly a people could be. Where are they? Where are they at? The Black Panther Party, removing the leaderships when all of a sudden the whole thing dismantled. Where was the people at, standing on one man's shoulders? Where was the civil rights behind Martin Luther King? It all died out. One man. Everybody fell apart. Where is this people at? I'm saying to each and every one of you, IUIC, if you all are not put together, if you're not standing strong, if you're not standing in the word, if you're not having a faith, if you are a man who had no spirit of fear, y'all will fall. We will fall. There are more out here than you think. Stay encouraged, stay built, stay strong. Put on the full armor of the Most High, because your adversary roams about as a roaring lion, seeking whom it may devour. This is a spiritual weapon, not a war against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness in high places. This is a warfare that you all need to stay strong. What are you going to do when the bishops fall? What are you going to do when the captains fall? What are you going to do when the purple shirts fall? It's ain't about no frails and fringes on no shirts, no beard wearings. This is about those who stand strong spiritually. Don't you think for 1 second, just because people don't wear fringes, people don't wear beards, they are not here on the ground.
Well tried, worldwide.
Don't you think for 1 second that people aren't underground, who are navigating secretly? Don't you think for
Stop. Give me the scripture about Elijah. When Elijah thought it was his only one. Hey, like I said, the title will throw you off. But this blood right there,
shoot, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I love what I
like
just
this.
saw.
I like this a lot.
Wow.
This blood right there,
that motivates you.
If I'd have been driving and if I'd have started watching it, I probably would have been late.
Right. Blood right there, man. Hey, I agree with him 100%.
Yes.
I agree 100%. There is, we always talk about that too, Bishop. There is more of us than you think. And Most High God will never, ever show you how many of us.
Right.
Most High God know the enemy is watching. He will never put his, Most High God's not going to put his hand out there, hey, this is how much, no. Hey, give me that scripture. You got that scripture when Elijah, when Elijah thought it was the only one. Give me that. As a matter of fact, I think Bishop talked about that last night too. Bishop mentioned that last night in his class. When Mosai said he got 7,000. You know where that is? Somebody find it for me.
Yeah, I know there's one in Romans 11, but you probably want the exact.
No, I want the exact.
scripture. Okay, hold on.
I want the exact.
Say again? 19. I was in 20.
If you got it, read it.
1 Kings chapter 19, verse 18. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel.
No, read before that.
Yes, sir. Verse 17. And it shall come to pass.
Where is read the part when Elisha thought he was the only one? When Elisha said they had killed thy prophet. Did you see that
Verse
part?
16.
Yep.
And Jehu, the son of Nimshi, shalt thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat.
No, that's not.
Verse 14.
Verse 14. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. And he
You
said,
gotta highlight that one, man. You're looking
verse
all
10.
over the scripture. Come on.
verse 10. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, throw down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with thy sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life.
So Elijah thought he was the only one left, because he see them kill the prophet in front of him. So he thought he was the only one left. But jump to when he said, Moses said, no, I have 7,000 that will not bow their knees.
Verse 18. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel.
7,000. Elijah didn't even know who they were.
Right.
He didn't even know who they were. Moses said, listen, I got men you don't even know who they are. They will never bow down to Esau. They will never bow down to the Esau image. They will never bow down to the other nations.
Right.
Same thing today. That's why, based on that scripture, the prophet always going to be here.
That's it.
Always going to be here. When you
Saviors.
think you're killing a couple of them, you're going to kill them. Listen, that's go to when Christ said, listen, the gate of hell
Shall not
shall
prevail.
You in the spirit.
the gate of hell shall not prevail against this. Esau's going to think you're going to stop. Listen, you cannot stop this.
Right.
That's right.
I don't care how many of us should take out. You cannot stop this because Christ said the gate of hell is not going to get. Listen, this cannot stop.
Hey, Deke, real quick. Can we go back 2 seconds? Because he's about to say that right here. Go back like a second and then play it real quick. And then we'll break it because I know Bishop want to bring a point out.
No beard wearings. This is about those who stand strong spiritually. Don't you think for 1 second, just because people don't wear fringes, people don't wear beards, they are not here on the ground.
Well done. Worldwide.
Don't you think for 1 second that people aren't underground, who are navigating secretly? Don't you think for one moment that people are not talking, people are not teaching? 12 tribes worldwide. Do not think for one moment, as Christ said to his disciples when they wanted to remove the man who was going around healing in Jesus' name. He said, do not prohibit them, for any work they do of the Father that is in my name is part of us. So I say to you all, what are you going to do? Where are you going to rise up if your leadership falls? Or is this?
So the point is, he said there are many that are working in secret. In secret. So like you just made mention, Deke, that Elijah didn't know who those were.
No, he did
that
not.
were going to help secretly, or who those prophets were secretly. Remember, they were hid in caves by 50.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So Bishop, you got
Matthew 5:14 again, and then give me that scripture about the kingdom is like a mustard seed.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world.
That's what we represent. That we represent that beacon of change.
Right.
Okay, it begins with us. It begins with us taking on the posture of men on this planet Earth. As we look around in this society, we see that there has been a total denigration, a total obliteration of manhood. You constantly see that, especially when it comes to black men. They're trying to literally destroy the very fiber and root of black men.
Damn.
Of austereness, of order and discipline and structure. They hate that because that right there sets the whole earth back in order, because the earth is out of order now. Read it again.
Ye are the light of the world.
We, the Israelites, the MOV brothers, just to start with that, just the brothers coming in. I remember Captain Amaziah, there was a few weeks ago when I was teaching the class, I reflected on something that you said. And you made the point about the black shirts. You said about the black shirts, and then you said about the MOV brothers, and then I'm gonna quote it, and then the people with the purple. You said that you said that the brothers who are coming in their regular clothing, they are what? How did it go? they're preparing. They're getting ready.
They're preparing for the battle. They're preparing to go into training.
Into training,
for the
right?
battle.
For the battle, and then the black shirts are preparing for the war.
Yes.
And then you said the purple are in the war. That was
Yes,
what it was.
yes.
So when our brothers join, and they come in, they look in and they say, "I see order. I see a city. I see disciplined men, and I want to be a part of that. So I'm gonna learn how to take on this discipline as a brother in my regular clothing, you know, till I acclimate my mind to be ready to get involved in it. Then when you come in, now you're in the program, the MOV. Now you're literally preparing for the war. What is the war? To establish righteousness on this earth through black men. Let me just say it that way.
Yes, sir.
To establish order. Okay? So they're preparing for the war. The brothers in the purple are in the war, in the spiritual war. That's what's happening. So read that again.
Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid.
It cannot be hid. That's why this brother saw that. He saw that. He sees that thing. Now give me Matthew 13. Yeah, you're right. The mustard seed. Let me show how it goes.
31.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed.
How small is a grain of mustard seed?
That thing is
extremely
really
small.
tiny. Yeah.
Very small. There you go.
The Most High is saying, Christ is saying that the kingdom is beginning there. Read it again.
Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed.
So the Most High wants us to pay attention to us in our infant stage or nascent stages, as someone would say, and in the stages of it just beginning to bud. Go ahead.
Which a man took and sowed in his field.
Go ahead.
Which indeed is the least of all seeds.
1088, the basement.
Yep.
That's the least of where in comparison to now. But but the seeds of growth was in the very beginning. Go ahead.
But when it is grown.
But when it is grown.
It is the greatest among herbs.
That's telling you that the exponential growth is going to begin from there all the way out. All the way out. Now, here comes the clincher. Give me Isaiah 66 and 14. This is what my brother's talking about. Now, we know this is talking about at the fruition of when Christ comes back and takes us out of here. But the process of it began with that mustard seed. So our brothers and sisters that are on the outside seeing this, they're actually seeing the progression of the kingdom. Read.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 14. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice.
That's what's happening with our brothers. Why? When we go on these marches, when we go through these communities, quote-unquote, deprived areas, Detroit and all of that, you see the brothers throw up a fist almost about to take their arm out their socket because they're so happy to see that. That's flourishing. Old men in wheelchairs want to jump up and start dancing. Read that again.
And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice.
Your heart shall rejoice because in their mind, they just thought they just thought righteousness of black men was just dead. Look how Esau is putting out these videos with our women and men doing all kind of craziness. So we will begin to succumb to think that that's what it is, and then all of a sudden, boom, the MOV brothers, boom, the Detroit, Chicago, Barclays, all of where did these men come from? Read it again.
And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice.
Go ahead.
And your bones shall flourish like an herb.
These old men are going to feel like young. That's how they be jumping up and down. They be jumping like they're young.
Absolutely.
Because they be so happy. Crying, women crying, men crying.
Yeah.
Because they thought this was dead. Like Elijah, like you just brought up. They thought it was over.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was over.
And the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servants.
And so the Most High is going to be with us. Go ahead.
And his indignation toward his enemies.
And that's the progression of Israel. When it comes all the way down the line, the Lord going to destroy our enemies. So we got to have faith in being disciplined. We have to have faith in believing in what the Most High, the roadmap that he gave us to follow. We have to believe that. We have to believe that.
Hey, Bishop, you know what's crazy? I remember, I think the most powerful thing I heard from one of those marches, those blitzes, was Englewood. We was in
Yes.
Englewood, Chicago, and the brothers was doing cuts from the street.
Yes, sir.
And the one of the brothers they interviewed, he said, "Hey man, I love y'all, and it's probably not for the reason that y'all think. It's because for the couple hours you brothers out here, nobody's dying right now."
Wow.
I was like, holy, you know, it just hit me like, wow,
Yes, sir.
just
Yes, sir.
brothers being out there stopped the violence and the crime for a couple hours. They gave those brothers a rest from their trauma, their whatever situation they going through, just for a couple hours to see us march and be in order under Christ.
You know what was heavy about that, Captain? Is that those brothers, gangbangers, shoot them up, all that on the block. But they said, I want to say this is what they were thinking. They said, we got enough respect for these brothers.
Yes, sir.
That's doing what we don't have the fortitude to do. The spiritual fortitude.
Or even the guidance.
The guidance, exactly. Because I'm not saying it in a derogatory. A lot of the people, they said, listen, we want to be organized.
Right.
But we know that there is a denial objective from our enemies to make sure that we never get it. So when they see it happen with us, they say, listen, we don't fully understand what they're doing, but we're going to respect these brothers. We're not going to harm anybody. We're going to lean back and let them do what they do. The media know that. Right. The media came with their cameras and all of that. I pointed this out on last week. What you just brought up is what I was talking about. I couldn't find a clip, but that's exactly what I was talking about, that scene there. Soon as, because like the brother said, fathers went home to their children, daughters made it home, sons made it home, no issues at all. And the media act like, because that's where the blackout came from. The brothers made the blackout. They knew. They said we're not going to show any of that because we want the
That's not the image they want
exactly.
of us.
They said we don't want that, so don't show that. Soon as it was over, the truce was over, so to speak. When it was over, brothers went back into it. Then they flew their cameras in there and put that up there right after that.
Bishop, you know that when Bishop Nathaniel brought it out yesterday about it was in one of the books about. They had a problem. Esau had a problem with seeing an organized black society.
Yes.
And they don't want to show that.
Yes.
So that's what I thought about when I thought about Inglewood.
Exactly. All right, go ahead. I know y'all got it rolling. I'm gonna lean back.
Can I get a quick
I just had to
script?
get them points out there.
Let me have Philippians 1, starting at verse 12. Philippians 1 and 12.
Philippians chapter 1, verse 12. But I would ye should understand, brethren, that the things which happen unto me have fallen out rather unto the furtherance of the gospel.
Here's this is what the question that the brother has in the video. What is the mic? Is the headphones going out?
No.
Okay.
Every year try to disturb you. But
Oh damn. Hey, read it one more time. Damn.
Philippians chapter 1, verse 12. But I would ye should understand, brethren, that the things which happen unto me,
So the things that happened unto Paul. Go ahead.
have fallen out rather unto the furtherance of the gospel.
So Paul says the things that happened unto him, it happened in order to push the gospel into further lands. So the question that the brother has in the video is what happens when leaders begin to fall. Paul already explained that. Paul says when these things happen, whether it's being bound, whether it's persecution, whether it's death, it's all for the greater good of the Lord, in order to push the work further into the earth. But here's what happens. Keep reading.
So that my bonds in Christ are manifest in all the palace.
So everyone, even in those high places, will understand what the gospel is about because of Paul's sufferings and because of the apostles' sufferings. Go ahead.
And in all other places.
And in all other places. Go ahead.
And many of the brethren in the Lord.
And what?
And many of the brethren in the Lord.
Because he made mention, he said the purple shirts, the black shirts. Cap just mentioned those who are preparing themselves for training in the regular clothes. Go ahead.
Waxing confident.
What are they going to do?
Waxing confident.
Go ahead.
By my bonds.
Wait a minute. So Paul's suffering, those brothers in the regular clothes like Cap just mentioned, the sufferings, the persecutions, the false accusations that these nations are making against us, all of these things are building up a spirit, building up these men to want to get into the battle. They want the purple shirt.
Right.
I remember I'm sure we all have the same story when you got your first purple shirt.
Hell yeah.
And garment.
I remember that like it was yesterday. Taking selfies.
That was my Facebook profile pic.
Hey, Cap. Oh, man. You know, damn. For the past couple of years, well, actually for the past 2 years, Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Yausa, Bishop Kanai, the deacons, the captain, we've been teaching about, you know, this is the thing Esau know, a lot of us don't know. Esau know that if he can control the mind, he can control the body.
Right. A
lot of you don't see what Bishop is doing because you notice that the Bishop keep teaching about death.
Yep.
What actually Bishop is doing is prepare your mind.
And spirit.
Believe it or not, those class, they built your mind. Remember, Esau put in our mind, death is a bad thing. You've been hearing death is a bad thing all your life.
Right.
You come in this truth 30 years old, 40 years old, 25, 50. Now, Bishop tried to reverse it.
Yeah, reprogram.
Because the Bible is not talking about death like Esau talking about death. God said, I take pleasure on the death of the righteous, the saints. So think about it. So what we're doing is, what we're doing in IURC is, we preparing your mind, keep building your mind up, keep building your mind up. So when the time comes, you're not going to flinch. You know what? This is the thing. This is what I've been building myself for. This is what leadership been building me for.
You'll go to the torment.
Yes. And you will accept it. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. Because remember, you might have been co-opted for many years.
Right.
But you got to, it's like training. You training. Repeat. Some of you might thinking, why all these bishops, the deacons, the captain, why are you always talking about death?
Yeah.
There's a reason we keep saying that.
Right.
There's a reason because a lot of us thinking some of us still thinking this is a game.
And
some
we
of us
gonna
still,
live forever.
yes. Some of us still thinking nothing ever is going to happen to me.
Right.
No. This is what the brother was saying. Once you pushing the truth, what are you doing? You changing the mind of a people that don't want to change.
That's right.
That's revolution.
You living in a kingdom that spend trillions of dollars to keep the truth from the mind of the people.
Yep.
Here you are. You bring it now. You opening the mind. What do you think gonna happen to you? What do you think gonna happen? You think that they're gonna let you reverse what they've been doing for over hundreds of years?
Right.
No, they're not gonna just sit. They're not gonna just sleep back and you change it. They're gonna come. They're gonna come against you. They're gonna turn you on people against you. But my point is, like Captain was saying, this is the war. War. Last night Bishop said, every revolution, blood got to be shed.
Right.
Yeah.
This is, you guys understand, this is revolution.
Yep.
The Bible is revolution.
Right.
And guess what? Blood will be shed.
Yep.
But there is no freedom without bloodshed.
Right.
There's got to be bloodshed. Some of us going to fall. It's okay. Because we already have the mindset, hey, bro, it's okay. We're going to see you again.
Right.
We're going to see each other again. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead, whoever want to.
Hey, D, let me back you up on that. Because the brother asked the question, what will you do if your leader falls? But we have a solution already in place. In this group right here specifically, we're not making followers, we're building leaders, right? So there's if the main leader falls, guess what? We have other leaders who are rising up in the ranks.
Exactly.
Let's go to Acts chapter 5. Acts chapter 5 and verse 36. Because many movements that we've seen recently, like we have the Malcolm X movement,
The
MLK
NFA. He
movement.
mentioned the NFA. The
These
not
movements
effing
here.
around.
Right.
movement. Yeah.
So when their leader is killed, what happens? They disperse.
Right.
Because they weren't setting up their men under them to be leaders like them. They were setting up followers and students.
Right.
We are setting up leaders.
Right.
Read that.
Acts chapter 5, verse 36. For before these days rose up Theodas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain.
And what happened?
And all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught.
Why? Because this particular leader weren't bringing them up as, or building up his followers as leaders to take the reins once he is gone. Read on.
After this man rose up, Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed.
You see that? So these are two examples right here of failed movements. Why? Because they weren't building up their men underneath them to take the reins after them. But that's the solution that this brother is asking. We have the solution right here.
Right.
Just follow the lead. There's going to be saviors. Right. Saviors, not just one, but many saviors.
Hey, can I
Is that
show
the
you?
same? Is that Cap? Hold on. Is that this? Where is the one? Is that the one where the guy said, "Leave him if it's nothing, leave him alone"?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yes, sir.
That's verse.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Gamaliel?
Yes,
Yes.
Where is
Further
it
down.
at?
Further down.
38.
It's further down, right? Is it
38.
Verse 38.
Oh, 38. Damn, I'm looking at it right there. Damn.
And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
That's it right there. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, real quick, Uzziah, you see what I sent you last? Founder of Allensworth, California. It's in the chat. So, Officer Elisha gave a biblical example of Theudas and how the members were dispersed. There was a man named, type it in, and go down. Yeah, go down to the bottom. The little tab, those little tabs. Is someone knows those tabs? Or else I got a screenshot. There's a brother named Allensworth back in the early 1900s. He founded a city in California named Allensworth, California. It was named after him. Can you read that? No, that's not it. I sent you the link.
Yeah, it just takes me straight to this.
Go to the tab. Go to the tab. All right, I'll read it myself for time's sake. Colonel Allen Allensworth, born a slave, rose to prominence as the highest-ranking black officer of his time by the time he retired in 1906. In 1908, Allensworth created the town named in his honor to operate as an independent and self-governed ranching and farming colony for free blacks. So what he did was he would go and do he'd travel to like Los Angeles, San Francisco, wherever, and get black people to come and live in his black town. Everything was great. The white colonies, the neighboring cities, they sabotaged the water system, where nothing grew on that land no more. So and he got killed, he got hit by a car, ran over 2 times in Los Angeles. The point is this: when he died, the city died.
Yeah.
Because he didn't pass down information to nobody else. He kept the information for himself, and the town died after he died.
Damn. To show you how organized our enemies are. Damn. They did not just do that to that town just to kill that town. They did that so that the image will not spread to other towns.
Yes, sir.
That's exactly.
That's what
Absolutely.
it is. They said we don't even want this start together, and all of their components in the society backs that up. That's the reason why it's not in the history school, in the history books.
Nowhere.
It ain't in no rap music, no songs, no nothing.
Right.
Nobody ever heard about it.
Can't say nothing
rap
about it.
Is, it's funny. Rap music should be because that's how it really was supposed to be. Quiet as it's kept. It's supposed to be the vein where we can get our message out there to everybody against what was going on the radio stations and all that. We'll do it underground and say what we want to say because they don't want us to talk.
Right.
We should be able to use those avenues to bring out all this truth, as big as it is now. But Esau, Amalek got in the way of it and just got into it and turned it into something else.
Right.
Totally derailed it.
I know from a sister's standpoint, just knowing like your Lord also builds you up at home to get ready for the fight. Like he was like, if I don't come back from camp, like you gonna stay in the fight. So he also helped build me up at home. I have to pray and fast for that period, in that time frame. But that's one thing that's heavy of
All
your
praises.
Lord telling you at home too.
Yep.
And
Nehemiah.
Sisters can't be in La La Land.
The kids,
because I have a healthy, fear of death and like the unknown, like I always have, but we've been conditioned that way. But I noticed with my boys, they're not afraid of death. They're not afraid of Christ returning. We were in the car getting ready for school the other day, and my 2-year-old started crying, and I said, "What's wrong?" And my 5-year-old said, "Oh, he's just upset because Christ hasn't returned yet." And I'm like, "What?" But they're not afraid.
Nehemiah.
Yes. Let me get Daniel 2:44 to back up Bishop and Cap. They were saying.
You sound like you was about to drop some balls. You was like, yo, give me that.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings
Go Go ahead.
shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
That's that small seed, like it says in Matthew. Go ahead.
Which shall never be destroyed.
It says it's never going to be destroyed. Why? Because they may kill some of us, but all we need is one.
That's
That's
it.
all we
That's it.
need.
Yep.
That's it.
They can't kill us.
All I need is one mic.
One
One
All I need is one mic.
Yes,
So
sir.
Bishop dropped that. Well, actually, I know that was Nas, and I think
Yeah.
Nas and all that. But Bishop had grabbed it and ran with it.
And
we understood exactly what he meant when he said that.
Right,
He said, all we need is one brother.
That's
Yes, sir.
That's it.
And the truth is out here. So they got. So going back to your point about the about them trying to, because I always think about this Edomite. He always James White, the damn
James
devil.
Esau.
James Esau.
Yeah.
He said that the Israelite movement is
Fractured.
a fractured organization. The whole point, going back to the thing about the town, the thing is for this truth to only stop with the leaders.
Right.
That's what the brother was bringing out on the thumbnail, the thing you brought out. If the leadership die, who's going to pick up the torch and keep it going?
Right.
Because their whole aspiration is what happened. The whole aspiration is we all right?
We hear you, Bishop. We
Okay.
listening. We listening.
The whole aspiration, that might be the enemy trying to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole aspiration is about trying to shear off the generations behind us.
Right. Yes. Yes, sir.
Sever the fathers from the children. That's the whole point.
Go back to the club.
You know?
Go be back to the
Hey,
knee.
Deacon.
Yesterday, yesterday after class, me, Bishop Metani, and Bishop Yausa, we was talking about the music. Let me tell you something. Your guys, listen, I don't believe in coincidence. Ski. That's just me.
Damn.
In this truth, there is no coincidence. I'm going to give you an example. We were talking about that yesterday. You think it's a coincidence? All of a sudden, the Israelites start coming with righteous music, and Esau's pushing the most ratchet,
Out of
Yeah, it's
nowhere.
crazy.
Deacon.
ratchet music,
Out
ratchet
of
people
nowhere.
to our community. You think it's a coincidence?
This is
Where is these people come from?
100%.
Some of these ratchet sisters, I have no idea where they come from.
I keep
Run the red
saying
light.
it. Who's funding it?
Who's funding this thing? I don't. You
Follow
know
the
this.
money.
As we you know this every week we pushing the righteous music out there.
Yeah.
You don't think they're watching?
Oh, yeah.
They're watching. All of a sudden they say, "Hey, wait.
Yeah.
What music we use it to destroy them? Now they try to use the same rap music to build their people back up. Oh, we got to do something about that. Somebody is financing these people.
Right.
Some of them must watch it. I'm like, where these watching people come from?
Right. Hey, Deacon, you know, so I'm sorry.
He trying to get it. I don't lose it, because I know you got something hot.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bishop. Mimi, go ahead. What you gotta say?
go ahead.
I would have never thought in my generation they'd be proud to sing a song of running the red light.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
would
yeah.
have thought. Who's funding this type of stuff? That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the $1 million
I'm
question.
telling you,
Who's funding?
who's funding this stuff?
But they ain't got black people ain't got no money to fund this
Nope.
stuff. That's Amalek.
Right. I'm gonna give you an example of when I say that how Amalek and our enemies look to sever their fathers from the new generation. The older generation of rap, we just talk about rap, hip hop,
Yeah,
is what they
that's
call
what
it,
we were
right?
talking about last night.
Right. The older generation know things about how it really got started.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
To your point, they just brought this girl out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
She just came
And now
out of her
she's a superstar.
bedroom, talking about some running the red light, and had the other one, big, heavy.
Oh yeah.
That big fat one.
Oh, yeah.
Where the hell these people come from?
Yep.
The reason why I mention that is because going back when rap first started, you just couldn't go grab the mic, talk about something, you get
Right.
ready to go out there if you didn't have some credit.
Right.
In other words, you ain't had no hood creds, as they would say.
Right.
Where'd you they'd be like, where the hell does Vanilla Ice come from?
Right,
You
right.
understand?
They was mad about
Because
that.
back then you had to.
You have to have street credit.
There was rappers like Just Ice.
Yes.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
They would talk about They would talk about Bambaataa and all
Yes.
that. Because they was back there in the
Bishop,
Bronx.
they call them underground.
The
Bishop.
underground. They said.
Yes,
I
underground.
was there.
That's what they
so
call it,
we were doing
underground.
this before it became
Yes,
famous. So they said,
underground.
he's
Right,
got
Underground rappers.
Right, they say he's got the right to grab the mic
To- and
because
say
he
something.
been doing this
Yes.
before it got famous.
Yes.
Where the hell these daggone new people coming up
Coming from?
Yeah.
That's showing you it's all funded.
Yes, it's all
You
funded.
couldn't even get the mic. They said, yo,
That's
get the
Just
mic
Ice.
from him. He ain't got no credit.
Right.
Yes.
He throw your ass on stage like
They
PM
throw you
doing.
off.
Like
Yes.
PM doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Perfect
PM
example.
Dawn.
They say, yo,
Yes.
you can't touch the mic. Get
Right.
off the mic, boy.
Right,
They be
right.
like that.
Yeah, back then that's what it was.
Yeah, that's how it
because
was.
back then there was something called underground rappers.
Yeah.
And underground rappers, listen, do not mess with them. They got balls, bro. So when you see them come out, they be like, oh, yo, you never heard of this person? You never... Yeah, he been underground for a couple of years. Yeah. Today, I'm like, where the hell these people come from?
The reason why it's not questioned now is because the fathers have not been able to translate that real history about where it come from.
There you go.
Now you can just pop somebody up out of the bedroom,
there you go.
Give them a microphone in the studio, and all of a sudden they all over the place.
And then say,
you couldn't have done that back then.
Right.
Oh, right. To your point, Bishop.
Rhyme battles in the cafeteria and all
that.
All
we
that.
used to do that.
Beating on the table with all that.
Hey, Uzziah, I put that video in the text group, not the text group, in the Telegram.
Captain Shema used to be underground rapper.
9:41 a.m. 9:41 a.m. Play that.
So Cedric Avenue.
Cat, kick a couple balls.
Cedric Avenue, Bronx.
Cat was on Cedric Avenue in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Bronx River. Underground. His street parties in 1973.
Bronx River rolling thick.
Yes. Yeah, River rolling thick. Yes. Going way, way back. Hey, play that, Uzziah. 9:41 a.m. I think that's what it is. By the way, that's Just Ice. Going way, way back.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
God.
Yes.
That's it.
With the black spades.
Yes, with the spades. Yes.
This is the saddest video I've seen.
Hey, brace yourselves.
He just ate my ass, he wanna switch. Now I'm eating his ass. Eating his ass. Eating a nigga ass.
Maybe.
Stop this damn thing.
Bishop, that's what's going on in the world today. Leah, so what you got to say, sis? I know you want to play this.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead,
it
sis.
just was to the point that he was making, but when I saw it, like, it might be because I'm pregnant, but I teared up watching that. Like, that's a low, like, that's the all-time low. That's the all-time low.
That's
black woman, boy.
That's a whole slap to the black community.
That's what, hey, listen, I was saying that earlier, Bishop, before you get here.
Yeah.
There should be black women in this country should have run a campaign against these ratchet sisters, bro. I'm telling y'all, they make your guys look real bad.
Hey, Deke.
What did that woman sing about? What was the lyrics?
Real bad.
Eat ass.
Yeah.
Eat ass.
Eat ass.
She said, eat the dingleberries.
Eat ass.
Listen, I'm telling you, your sisters...
Horrible.
Your sisters should unite and rise against this righteousness. I'm telling you, man, this thing right there.
Yeah.
Listen,
we misogynistic.
Yeah.
They say we hate women. So, sisters, y'all got to take
Daughters
the
of
ball
Sarah,
and
what's
run
up?
with it.
you got to do a campaign against this ratchet woman out
Daughters
here,
of
man.
Sarah, pull up.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Pull up.
Hey, how many ratchet? Hey, Cap, how many ratchet artists?
There's a bunch of them.
How many females?
Hey, a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
It's the trend.
Hey, Daughters of Sarah, y'all got your work cut out.
You got your work cut out for you, man. I'm telling you.
I need to do something.
What you got for us?
But no,
They look nervous, man. They look nervous.
No, I was just gonna say again. The Bible's a true book. You know, when it says that, so is the mother, so is the daughter. Like she is creating a mini me in a bad way. So
it's so many. That's not the only one. I think that's the only one that I've seen with those lyrics. But last week a sister sent me videos. But every day at school, with our co-op for our morning prayer, the kids recite, and even 2-year-olds can recite it now. They do the Lord's Prayer, and then at noon prayer they do Sirach 17. I mean, what is it? Sirach. I think 31 through 36, 1 through 17.
Yeah.
And they also do, Captain Shemaiah brought out a couple months ago, Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. So they do that every day. And from babies that are 1, almost 2, all the way to, I think our oldest student is 11, they recite those 3 prayers every day. So, we as, Israelite women can do our part with our kids. But it's just sad. So that's the little bit that we do to combat that.
Hey, sis.
That's just a little, but that's just dealing with the. I don't want nobody to lose their points. I know y'all got some.
Yeah.
That's just on the little kids, but all the while we're dealing with our little babies, there's a plot. They said, well, we know what? We can't get to them babies just yet, but wait till they get to our school system.
Right.
That's what they're looking for. Wait till they get old enough to get a phone. Wait till they get old enough to get on the TV or, watch television or something. That's when they start to work it.
That's when the battle comes.
Through the music. Like this bull crap that we just got through work. They're hoping that your daughters can hold on to that.
Yes, sir. Cap, you have.
Oh, no. What? Damn,
So much
lost
to
my
say,
thought.
right?
Yes, thank goodness gracious.
Well, what
It's
I-
sad, man.
Damn, I ain't want you to lose it.
It's sad, Bishop. It's,
Go
you hit
ahead.
it. You hit
Go
it.
ahead.
You hit it.
Take a listen.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you were saying, you know, Daughters of Sarah pull up. I noticed, again, like everything we're doing, they're doing stuff as well. But I
That's
sent
the
to
war.
the group chat a couple of weeks ago one of the songs that we have here, Israelite Party. That's actually trending on TikTok right now with the actual music, and they're doing the actual dance
Oh,
that
right,
Sister
right,
Soul
right.
Train came up with, who's here
Yeah.
out of Atlanta. So again, I was telling her, you know, we need to do it like you see them dancing to the Israelite song, doing the song that doing the dance that she came up with, but they're not in righteous attire. And I was saying to her, sis, you know, maybe we could mention that we need to start doing stuff like that, promoting our, so they see the women righteously and doing the different
Facts.
things like
Right.
that to combat it, because the dance is dope.
Yeah.
Of course
The
it's
dance
dope.
is dope.
Absolutely.
And like now it's gaining traction. So
Right.
To your point.
Yes,
to your
sir.
point, sis. That was it. And that's why the scripture says we are to be holy, separate, set apart. So oftentimes, and that's just been I like music. I
Right.
produce music. So
Underground rap.
underground. So
You produce music? I didn't know
lightweight,
that.
NASCAR. Yeah. So,
All right, all
Bars.
praises. Though. Come on
the
with
thing is, when Bishop has stressed that to the max about us being ambassadors for Christ, for this truth as representatives. And that's why there's that fine line, Deacon, where a lot of, like, me and Nimi have spoken about this, but you guys have to be careful because a lot of influences from the world will slip its way into the truth.
Of course.
From the rhythm, because we spoke about that Hammond Dam organ.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
them beats
Yes.
Yeah.
trigger things.
Yes,
So
yes,
you have
yes.
to differentiate. That's why I say y'all got to be careful. So that's
Music involves psychology.
Yes.
They're really, you know,
Yes.
these people behind the scenes, they actually study how certain notes and beats and rhythms
Make you
affect
happy.
behavior.
effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They think like that.
absolutely. So you got to be very mindful because you'll notice certain beat patterns sound like things in the world. And then you have to figure, we got a lot of brothers and young kids coming out of the world where it'll put them
trigger
back into that
something in 'em,
space.
yeah.
Yeah. So music is something else, man. Very heavy.
All right. Cap, what is next?
Stuck
Hey,
there. Huh?
Because I see it's 11 o'clock already.
Yeah.
Well, when Cap had brought out Allensworth, California, it's a good segue into this video here. Play that.
Oh, snap.
We didn't know anything about black folks because we
Damn.
We
Damn.
didn't
That
know
was the beginning?
nothing
Foresight.
about
Count.
niggas.
George.
This is
Sundown.
up, right, Cap?
Good.
This is up in
we didn't
like
know
Cummings,
anything
Georgia,
about black folks because
like
we
Lake Lanier.
never
Lake
really
Lanier
saw 'em.
area.
You just did not go to Forsyth County.
In my mind, the black people live somewhere else. I thought it was that way everywhere.
People of color crossed the county line at risk of their lives. And I remember being in the back of a pickup truck in my baseball uniform and walking along behind us. The next group in the parade were Klansmen in white hoods and robes, you know, waving to the crowd. You know, Forsyth County wasn't a place where people had to hide that sort of thing.
So this is the descendants. The descendants. So a lot of the atrocities that have happened to our people in this country,
Right.
their descendants are speaking about what they saw growing up under their grandparents, under their parents. So a lot of the, like Without Sanctuary, that book.
Yes, sir.
When you
Yes, sir.
see our foreparents hanging, bodies burned, castrated, and then you see the people gathered and they're all smiling in the picture.
Right.
But you always notice the small children with them.
Yeah, right.
That's
I
the
see people
parents and
speaking.
grandparents.
That's them right now.
That raised them. So finish. It's three parts. Each is like a minute each. Let's just play.
Hey, Cap, you always say that thing, too. It's not the newer generation. It's the old-ass ones that you be worried about.
I ain't
They be
helping no old lady
lady,
across the street. Nope. She'd be like, help me. No.
No, thank you.
No. I saw your ass smiling in
On
that
a
picture.
postcard, yeah.
When,
Right,
when our grandfather was hanging and his
Yep.
body was burned and charred on that pile of plywood. No.
Ethel
That was your ass, Agnes.
But Kev, those are our
Gertrude.
teachers today.
Agnes.
Huh?
Those are our teachers today. Those are lawyers today.
Right.
We put up
Doctors.
this
Right.
mask as if we are one, but these are the same people who witnessed
Yes.
those
Yes,
same
sir.
atrocities.
Yes.
And now they are coming against us
Right.
in a a sneaky way. You see what I'm saying? Right.
When we see these kinds of videos come up and you see the descendants or what they call former people that used to do such and such, and then they put them on television, and some of us see it, we feel a sense of relief and gladness. And when I say I'm talking about the general public, because they're not aware of what's really behind the scenes. Right. When they come up on these programs and say what we used to do, and just like what he's saying, a pack of Klansmen riding behind me.
Right.
They'll tell us that, and we're like, oh, wow, damn, he said it.
Right.
And what that is basically like a steam valve off of us, meaning we feel a sense of relief that a white man said it.
Right.
And not realizing that that's all they're going to do.
That's
they're going to just talk about it, but meanwhile, the status quo stays the same. Ain't nobody changing a damn thing. They said, listen, say a little something to make them feel good so they can, I guess, cathartically get some of that pain out of them.
Yeah.
But
You
at the
feel
same
our pain.
time, defeat. But and we join with that in ignorance, not realizing that they'll give us a little bit of that relief, but still keep the laws the same old way.
Yeah.
No crime
Nothing
bill,
changed.
no George Floyd bill, none of that.
Right.
For an example.
Hey,
Let's finish it.
finish that, then I want to say something.
In the Jim Crow era, Forsyth County, Georgia was a sundown county, a whites-only zone where it was either illegal or unsafe for black people to be there after dark. There were towns like this all across America at the time. But what made Forsyth unique is that it stayed that way for 70 years, well into the 1980s.
One of the frequent questions I got was, why in the world did your family move there? I think one obvious answer is white people in America don't have to know a whole lot about a place that they move to. The risk, the peril, and threat of physical violence in this community was directed at people of color. So it wasn't really directed at us.
Patrick Phil.
Go to part two.
In the
White people didn't
mid-1800s
have
during
to-
Reconstruction, Forsyth
Go ahead.
was a mixed county where black people made considerable strides. By 1910, 10% of the population was black, with black families owning 200 to 300 acres of property individually. 2 years later, in the midst of the Jim Crow era, an anti-black campaign led 2 neighboring counties to expel its black populations, inspiring Forsyth to do the same. The catalyst was the alleged rape and murder of a white woman by 3 black men in the town of Cumming.
There's incredibly strong evidence to suggest that Rob Edwards was simply picked up as the nearest black man in the area when her body was found. And that the trial of these 2 teenagers, Ernest Knox and Oscar Daniel, they were 16 and 18, cousins. Very strong evidence that whatever else, they didn't get anything we would call close to justice.
These people in this mob beat down the door, and they had weapons, they had crowbars, they had all sorts of things. They went to where the jail cell was. They shot Rob Edwards repeatedly, beat him with a crowbar, took his body and dragged it behind a wagon. And according to the most common stories, they rode around and around the courthouse square, and everybody had target practice with this corpse. And then they strung him up.
You got to pause that. Hold. You got to let that sink in.
Holy crap.
It dragged his body around the courthouse. So
After it's
the
already
hell, with justice. We're gonna show you what justice. We're gonna drag his body around the hall of justice.
Just keep going around.
And shooting at it.
A 16-year-old.
Emmett Till 2.0, right?
Boy,
Damn.
wait, boy.
James Byrd all over again.
Yes.
Those things been happening for a long time. But what I was gonna say, when you see stuff, this is it. Some of this stuff. Let me tell you why evil studies. A couple of months back, we was reading an article about a video. When you see Esau do stuff like that, Esau, when Esau run Jake out of town, Esau took Jake land. I'll give you an example. The article was about, I think it was a video. They show you how this man took, I think it was like 20 acres or 25 acres. He stole it from a Jake. Later on, the 25 become 50, but they show you how he passed that land from generation to generation.
Yeah.
And they show you right now how his granddaughter, I think it's like the 4th generation, is going to the top college. And then when these people are talking about, that was I never put you in slavery, I never did this, I never did that. And then the article was basically saying, hey, you didn't do this, but now you're leaving.
You're benefiting.
You're benefiting from
facts.
Yes.
Off
that
the
murder.
right.
That murder your father did. Your great father did, stealing that land and killed it.
Right.
That's exactly what. When you see stuff like that, a lot of time they're doing it. And when Jake left, they took the land, they took the house, and they claim, "Oh, we work for it." No, you don't.
bring you
You
to-
steal it.
Right, because Deacon, when the black people had to run, they did not they didn't pay no more taxes for the
Yes.
property. So that property was given away. They got that damn near free.
Mm-hmm.
And so in all actuality, it's not that you worked for it or you're not innocent. You are an accessory to a crime.
To a crime. That's
so
right.
you belong in jail.
That's right.
Hey, Cap.
Cap.
Yes.
All right, so y'all see how this old pasty white man looking all sad and everything, but the Bible says never trust thine enemy.
That's right.
When he was young, he was helped tying up the black man.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. He was there. That's why I'm telling you a story. He was there.
He was there cheering it on.
And remember, he wrote a book. So he's getting paid off of it right now. Go ahead, sis.
No, I was just gonna say, to help bring it back to a lot of people remembrance, Oprah got her first nigga wake up
There
call
you
with
go.
Forsyth
In the
County,
spirit.
and they would not let her in there. And I sent a video to it to say they made her do that interview on the outside of the town. They was like, we don't care who you are, you ain't coming up in here.
Big.
Yes, and that was at the height of her career.
Right. Hey, that goes, Bishop.
Go ahead.
I know you saw that.
Yeah.
What she said, I'm hoping you saw that.
No, I ain't seen
No, I sent the video.
we got the video.
I sent
We
the
got the
video.
video.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
what did you notice about the interviewer?
They got a Jake sister?
Okay, but she's a fair-skinned Jake's sister.
Oh, yeah.
Going right back to what you said about Oprah.
yeah.
So they can't mask that thing. They know what time it is
Yeah,
by
they
sending the fair-skinned sister up.
Stop.
Yeah.
I got my finger on the spiritual trigger.
Yes.
I don't like that word fair skin.
Yeah.
I'm
As they call it.
I'm gonna tell you why I say it. Right, I get it, but I just want to correct. I just want to put it out there because when we associate quote unquote fair skin with light skin.
Right.
So if that's fair skin, then what is dark skin?
There you
Unfair.
go.
Right.
So we got to be careful about the words that we use.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sisters will be feeling a different way. They'll be like,
Bring it up.
even though they won't say it.
Right.
It'll
Bring
be.
it up.
What do you mean fair skin? What about me?
Yeah.
No.
Man, what about me? I'm black as hell.
Fair is black.
Right. Yeah, black.
I would say it that way. Hey, I want to bring it out there like that. So go ahead.
Body
Look how sad he
across the
looks.
street and about a half a block away.
But this is a lynching participated in by like a lot of the community. Hundreds of people took part in it. When they were hung, the entire county turned their hangings into a kind of festival day. They all brought blankets and picnic baskets and sat on a hill overlooking the gallows and cheered.
He said they sat with picnic baskets.
What happened to we?
If you weren't able to be in the city center,
Yeah.
they sat on the hill with picnic baskets on the outskirts to watch.
Damn.
So he's saying they like he's removing himself
Yeah,
from all
it's
of
associated
that. No,
with
it's
right.
we
Yes,
did it.
Right. There you go.
The hell?
Rewind that back a little bit.
That was an
Hey,
event
that's
for
why.
them.
That's why you got to be careful when you watch these things. And Esau's the one telling the story because you may sympathize with him, like he didn't like what he saw.
point.
No,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
likes what he saw.
That was the point that I was saying earlier. That we would let him off.
Right.
If we
the
would feel
hook.
relieved.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good one.
Right, right,
Bishop.
right.
He had an erection. while
Then
he
they,
was there.
Of course he did.
and it go back, Bishop, what we're talking about. Then they play that old weak ass, sad, emotional ass
Right.
There you
music.
go. Music. Put all that in there.
That's
All
that's the organ from
So,
church.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's like he feels the interviewer's pain.
Right. Right.
Good play.
Look.
Across the street and about a half a block away.
But this is a lynching participated in by like a lot of the community. Hundreds of people took part in it. When they were hung, the entire county turned their hangings into a kind of festival day. They all brought blankets and picnic baskets and sat on a hill overlooking the gallows and cheered and celebrated this hanging. It feels like a legal lynching in the case of Knox and Daniel, and certainly in the case of Rob Edwards.
I'm sorry. I know I got to let it play. I can't let too much get by. Every time these people speak, do you realize that they're criminals?
Yes.
They're all accessories. All of them.
All give me. I need the Bible.
Uh-oh,
Give me
come
Psalms 94 and 20.
Bring it out.
because of what I didn't want it to go too far. You was talking about the rights of the lands or something like that, right?
Yeah. When they
That-
abandoned the land, they
Right.
stopped paying the taxes, so that property was up for grabs.
Right. But what I'm saying is that when Esau, because they got a movie out here called Killing of the Flower Moon.
Flower Moon,
of the
yes,
Flower
yes,
Moon.
yes, yes.
And that was in the 1920s, right? Same thing as so-called Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
That was the same time period. So as Gad was getting ripped off, blacks was getting it was same time period, damn near the same year.
Same state.
Yeah, same state.
Same state.
Osage and Tulsa.
Yeah.
Same damn state. So the mentality is definitely there. Take the land from them, turn those dollars our way. Basically, we stole it.
Yep.
You feel me?
Right.
That's what they're saying. We stole it, and it's ours now.
Right.
And because of that theft, these people could come up and talk about what they say they witnessed and all that when they're all criminals. Right. Every one of them is supposed to be in jail. Every one of them. Every one of them is supposed to be in a chain gang suit in jail. All of them. Now read that thing, man.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
They have a law on the books because you're talking about when their grandparents stole the land, their descendants get to keep it.
Yeah.
But in the case of criminal law, as they say, you are in receiving of stolen goods, you go into jail.
Death by
How
receiving.
come that doesn't happen with them?
You don't find that suspicious?
That don't happen with them. Osage, Black Wall Street, whatever. Tulsa, nobody goes to jail. And then they sit up there with their colonial houses and all of that.
Bishop.
All that's stolen.
Bishop, you may become the mayor of Tulsa.
Right.
Exactly.
Because remember, the mayor of the Tulsa is his descendants is they participated in the Black Wall Street massacre.
So they frame mischief, right? They frame mischief by saying it's okay for us to do it, but you can't. And
Right.
we're the victims of this whole system.
Right.
The hell is this?
Right.
Go ahead,
Crazy.
man. Let me lean back.
Go ahead. Finish. Play it.
And then play part 3.
I'm sorry, Big Deacon, man. We
That's
done-
part
we-
3.
No, you good.
Nah, we
You
need it,
good.
Bishop.
We got
We need
time.
Play it.
We got
I'm
plenty
gonna
time.
lean back now. Y'all keep saying stuff to make me, you know.
got time.
Y'all ain't right, man. Shit, I'm trying to keep my mouth shut.
A black man would open his front door in the morning and he would see a bundle of sticks tied with string just laying on his front doorstep. And that was all it took.
And he's
Because
the one
that
who
was
put it down.
saying, next time it'll be dynamite. There were 48 families who were documented landowners in Forsyth County at that time, black documented landowners at that time.
In a matter of days, 1,100 black people were displaced, eclipsing any wealth and progress they'd made during Reconstruction.
Pause it, pause it. How many landowners? I'm sorry.
48.
48.
48.
Just back it up just a little bit, because that goes exactly what I just read earlier.
Wait.
Just that little piece.
He said 48 landowners.
Read that. Go back to that section again. I'm trying to be quiet, man.
No, do your thing, Bishop.
Go back to the beginning.
No. Just when he started talking about when they brought up the land. I didn't want to throw the captain off.
Of days, 1,100 black people were displaced, eclipsing any wealth and progress
No,
they'd
go
made.
back more.
it's
Go
back
back.
before this-
Go
before
back
that.
5 more seconds.
Yeah.
And next time it'll be dynamite.
Here it goes.
There were 48 families who were documented landowners in
Stop. Documented landowners.
Owners.
48 families.
Why they not own? Why their descendants don't own that land now?
Right.
Because laws were framed to take it away from them.
Yes, sir.
And thieves took it and said, "This is our prosperity."
Right.
Frame mischief. That's the point.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Forsyth County at that time, black documented landowners at that time.
In a matter of days, 1,100 black people were displaced, eclipsing any wealth and progress they'd made during Reconstruction.
They had to leave Forsyth County, regardless of what you had, what you owned, you had to leave.
Elon Osby is
And
the
I'm telling
descendant
you
of one
that,
of
hey,
That's
I'm
a
telling you
crime.
this right now. I will bet you Esau got records.
Of course,
on
yes.
those lands. Esau
Yes.
still got record. And if Esau was not the devil, Esau should have bring all these black families,
Right.
find them and give them. Remove Esau and give these people their land back. But Esau's the devil, they're never going to do that. But believe me, Esau still got record who own those
Oh,
lands.
yeah.
But Deacon, they have an active lawsuit right now in 2023 with the descendants of the black people, because what they noticed is when they ran them out of the town, they a little while after that, people acquired the land, but it was never sold.
Yes.
So that's how
Right.
they were able to document that, okay, it was owned by black people and now white people got it. So yeah, they're fighting right now today. Like the descendants are alive and well and
Hey,
still fighting
But
to
I
get
was
that
talking
land
to
back.
Deacon Abiel, and Deacon Abiel, I think he used to have a job with them. And Deacon
Yeah.
Abiel said, hey, let me tell you something. Every single piece of inch,
Every stitch. That's what he
every
said. Every
stitch
stitch.
land in America, Esau got records
Yes.
how much it is.
Every
Esau
piece.
knows.
It's documented.
Every single piece.
Every single piece is documented. So that means every single land black people Esau took from black people, Esau still got the records. Who owned it, what family owned it, how many acre was it, Esau know.
Right.
They're just not going to give it back.
Here's another example of them pacifying us, making us believe that there's some justice here. The
Right.
fact that they allowed that, what you just said, they said the people are fighting to get their land, that gives black folks hope,
Right.
as if we could really win. Do you realize if they really allow justice to come to those people, all Edomites will have to leave this country?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
this whole
Yes.
damn land is stolen.
Yes.
So it's just to pacify us, to make you think that they're even thinking about justice. They ain't thinking about justice at all.
That's why they will never give it back.
You need 40 acres
Because
in
every
you
single one of
ain't
them have to
getting none
go.
of that.
Every
And-
single one of them.
and
Because the
it's not-
minute they do it on one level, it will be a trickle effect on everything
Yes,
else. And they say
exactly.
Hey,
they ain't never gonna
Bishop, I'm glad you said that because that's not only happening in Georgia.
Yes.
There was one in Florida. I think it's Ocoee, the county of Ocoee, Florida, which is like
Yes, sir.
right
Yes, I
outside
saw
of
that.
Orlando.
That they flooded. Right.
They did the same thing to our brothers and sisters in Georgia, Forsyth, Georgia, and they're fighting, for their land back, and it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
And speaking of that, what Bishop said, and I'm going to piggyback on what Bishop said. And you see that thing they're talking about paying what you call it?
Reparations.
Reparation. Listen. I'm telling you, stop looking at the white men like they're stupid. That's not gonna happen. I don't care how much you talk about it. They're just gonna talk about it, saying it's coming. Because Esau, one thing Esau know. Esau study what you call it, effect. What the effect gonna make?
Yeah.
Esau no. Listen, if we do one state,
It's gonna open the floodgates.
it's gonna open the floodgate. You think Esau stupid?
Right.
No, Esau will fight you to death for that never happen. Of course, the Democrat, those liberals, those wicked-ass liberals, they're gonna make you believe, black people believe. It's gonna happen. We're gonna pass laws if you vote for us. Black people, stop being stupid.
It's time.
I'm telling you, that's not gonna happen. You see, this is why they hate the Israelite. Our reparation, we want to take the whole world. That's our reparation. That's what we want.
That's right.
You want to pay the Israelite reparation? We're gonna remove you. We're gonna just remove you. We're gonna take over the whole world. That's our reparation. But stop letting these Democrats fool you. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna open that floodgate. You crazy?
Right. Reparations is Revelation 13, 9, and 10.
That's
Exactly.
biblical
That's
reparations.
reparation.
He that leadeth into captivity
That's
must
reparation.
go into captivity.
Exactly.
But to your point, all of y'all were making some heavy points on this very thing here, is that it's when they present and say that, well, we're looking into giving you some justice and all of that, they know they're not going to really do it. It's to release. It's like the scriptures say, a gift destroyeth the heart. They ain't even really gave us a gift. They just gave the illusion of a gift.
We got the ghetto.
They said we ain't never going to give them a gift, but let them at least believe that they're going to get it.
That's exactly.
And that will keep you from exploding.
Yes.
That's
Damn.
that steam valve that they just let off some pressure every once in a while.
These Democrat liberals.
You know,
That's what you
slowly,
said is
slowly,
exactly.
slowly
Yep.
boil them.
Damn.
Slowly boiling us. That's what they're doing.
Damn.
Slowly boiling us.
Cap.
Finish that video.
Those families. Her grandfather owned somewhere between 60 and 80 acres of land in Forsyth.
I have a home here that's on an acre of land almost, and you're really proud of that, and to think that my grandfather had 80-something acres, it's staggering. It hurts, it's sad, and I can't imagine what my grandfather must have been feeling. Land was more important than money in the bank, and I'm sure that he was very proud of himself as a Negro man, to have property like that.
Forsyth remained an all-white county for over 70 years, and that pattern of violence against black people continued.
Every decade I looked into, there was another episode of violence. There was another outbreak of really shocking bigotry. Miguel Marcelli was an Atlanta firefighter who came to Lake Lanier in 1980, and he and his girlfriend were both of them black, were at a company picnic on Lake Lanier, and Miguel Marcelli got shot in the head.
So it wasn't just a one-time thing. Many of these so-called sundown towns, and not only sundown towns, America has a dark and grim history on slaughtering the blood of the children of Israel. Dang. So, like, to Bishop's point, the fact that they're bringing this out now, they have the heartfelt music. He sounds so concerned about the atrocities that his grandparents did, but the house that he's sitting in,
Right.
The
Land, the land he's on.
the comforts and privileges he has in this place. He said his family never had to worry about where to move.
Right.
His retirement, everything is intact.
Right. Why? Because you slaughtered our people, stole their property, and then you are the direct benefactors of said stolen property. So you, my friend, are accessories to theft, robbery, and murder.
Right. No matter how you put it.
Your guys know that's why they killed. That's why they killed. What is his name? Johnny Cochran. That's why they killed him. You guys forgot about that?
Yeah.
That's why they killed him.
Isaiah 14.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
So the Lord is not allowing anyone to escape. So you are great grandchildren of those that slaughtered the children of Israel, and now you're a reporter, you're a journalist, acting like you're breaking some news expose. You did some deep research. All you got to do is look at your family photo album.
Right.
You ain't even gotta visit Forsyth County. You don't even have to visit Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just look at your photo album. It's a collage of murderers. So God said those descendants from them, he has judgment set for them, because that's one of the common things they say. I didn't have anything to do with slavery.
Right.
I didn't have anything to do with Tulsa, Oklahoma and Black Wall Street. I didn't have anything to do with Rosewood. But yes, you do, because you are a benefactor of what was done in those places.
Hey, Cap, I don't know if you remember. This is way back 2012, 2013. I was working AT&T. Remember that? And remember I was going up to Cummings, which is Forsyth County.
Yes.
And I would visit and I took some pictures of what was in their front yard. You see the little black, the little mammies are all over the houses and things like that. They kept those as souvenirs. Why?
What do you mean, little man?
The little
black face,
the little black face minstrel show
things.
looking. They still have those up in their houses.
Yeah, because a lot of places they don't have those anymore, but I do remember seeing them.
Yes.
Hey, put one
that was in Forsyth County, Cummings, Georgia.
And this was like 2012, 2013.
2012, 2013. I was up there.
Well,
and they have those hard sculptures. Yes, not the stuffed animals.
No, it was the porcelain or the wooden joints
on their porch. So when you go to the porch,
they be in the yard and all of that.
Yes.
So y'all ain't even seen that. Those things.
Yeah, those right there.
Hey, but it's the other one that kept speaking about. It'll be a jockey.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I've even seen stores where they had those in the window for sale.
Yeah. Hey, Bishop, it's sad. I had to pick one up just because.
Yeah, because exactly.
I need the proof.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, finish that verse.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Oh, so God says the children are going to reap the wrath of the Lord because of what their fathers have done.
Right.
Go ahead.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land.
Oh. Because, wait, so they possess the land. So the Lord said he has to slaughter them off so their possessing of our lands will cease. That was it?
Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Because guess what? All the cities that I remember Bishop Yawasop said it years ago, that you slaughter the natives and then build courthouses on top of their bones.
Churches.
In order to judge those people today.
Right.
Like,
They build
churches.
Yeah.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But that goes to the indoctrinational system that is miscalled education. They have to dupe the people's thinking into accepting this new facade of justice. How in the hell you have a United Nations building sitting on this land?
Right.
Basically, it's a world court that deals with injustices of countries versus of this country, sanctions law, all that stuff's supposed to get passed through there. And the damn territory that the building itself is sitting on is stolen. And the people in this country ain't even figured that out yet. That's the perfect job of education. I'll put it that way.
Hey, Cap, send those images to them because Bishop.
There's more people just writing.
We have
in.
people in the comments right now saying that their family's land was stolen as well.
Yeah, I was reading that.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Put that.
Hey, zoom in.
Yeah, zoom
in.
Put that up on the screen real quick while we wait for them to zoom in. Because some of y'all don't realize that the same way the descendants of those who stole the land are telling the story, those whose lands were stolen is right here in the comments.
Yep.
Right.
They right here
Right.
saying, wait, my family's land was stolen.
Right.
We should have some kind of possession or some inheritance to hand down to our children, but that was robbed of us.
That's the realization of what we're bringing out. So well, as we're teaching, as we're bringing out this stuff, we have actual real victims right now in this day
right.
that's feeling this.
And Bishop, tee up, man, I'm telling you, you also brought out all the atrocities we went through. We're the only group of people who are functioning without having any therapy from it.
Exactly.
Right,
Yes.
right, right.
So our people you know what's so funny? Saying it in the comments right now is probably the only
Probably
release
therapy.
that we
That's
have.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Zoom in.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Zoom in.
it. That's our
Zoom
only
in.
release, our only therapy. Read that.
Zoom is in the comments.
Duane Israel says the Jones family in Huntsville, Alabama, is still trying to get their land back now. The land and well was stolen from them. UAH is now built on it.
Right.
You see that?
I think
Go ahead.
the funny thing
More.
is, I think they contacted Birmingham about that, the Birmingham school about that, trying to get some men out there to bring light to it, like maybe you do a march over there about that.
Right.
Hey, Kat, can I support you real fast on that? Oh,
Real quick, let's read that. Don't lose your script. Read that.
My family's land is now the Greencastle High School football field in Indiana.
Snap.
Wow.
He said, wait, go back. Read that one again slow.
My family's land is now the Greencastle High School football field in Indiana.
It's not even the high school.
Cap.
It's the field.
Cap. Just imagine the descendant of the ones that stolen is on the football team.
Yes.
Playing on the damn field.
That's what I'm
Wow.
Of his
thinking.
own freaking land.
It's just
Ain't no way, boy.
what if that was a college and he'd probably have to pay to go to college
Yes.
on his own land?
Yes.
Right,
On his
right.
own damn land.
Damn.
And remember, Indiana's a big a
yeah.
lot of sundown towns was
Yes.
in Indiana.
Yes,
a lot.
yes.
And some of you think Esau's not going to pay for this? You're crazy. Then God is not the righteous God then.
Man.
I think there was one
You're
more.
going to pay for this.
Read that.
Anessa Neavia, they stole our families in Kentucky, and my dad tried to buy it back before he passed, and he sold it to another Neanderthal instead.
Yep. So they pass it among themselves. Go ahead, Officer Lisher.
Yes, sir. And may I get just two quick scripts on that? Psalms chapter 49. Psalms chapter 49, let's start at verse 11.
Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
So these are not their houses. It were our houses that they stole from us, but they thinking that it's going to last forever, right? You know?
And their dwelling places to all nations, all generations.
Read. See, into what? Into all what?
Generations.
So those lands are passed down as if it is theirs, but it's not theirs. But let's see. Read on.
They call their lands after their own names.
Now jump down to verse.
And took our names off of it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes, sir. So off of the deeds.
Yep.
Yes.
Those were our names that they erased and put their own names down. But let's jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. This their way is their folly.
So this way is their folly. Why? Because they will be destroyed. They will be judged for this.
You know? Yet their posterity approve their sayings.
You see that? The posterity is speaking about their children. They approve their sayings. Why? Because they're not giving back our land.
That's the whole point.
They're not placing laws and policies to say, okay, we're wrong for this, because they do
Acknowledge.
yes.
They acknowledge it's a crime.
That is wrong,
But
right?
they ain't
No,
doing
they're
nothing
not
about
gonna
it.
do nothing about it. So
That's
they all talk, but they're not going to do no
That's
action.
that pacifist stuff.
Exactly.
Because if they were really about justice, they said, listen, we enslaved up people, here, put us in slavery.
Right.
That
Exactly.
never
Right.
happened.
But
Right.
we have justice, though. Deuteronomy 27.
Uh-oh.
Deuteronomy
That's
chapter
3,
20. Oh, my bad. Okay,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse
I wanna hear the
17.
justice.
Yeah, I wanna hear
Here's
the
our justice right here that we're waiting for.
Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
You see that?
Bang.
Our landmark is what? Our property, our lots. Those bastards, they took our land and now they're acting as if it's theirs. But read that from the top again. Cursed. Read.
Be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
Read on.
And all the people shall say, Amen.
And everybody shall agree with that thing. All the Israelites shall say, I agree. So be it.
But the educational system in this country don't allow them to say amen.
Right.
No. They justify that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because everybody's supposed to be in agreement. Say, listen, you stole these people's land.
Right. And everybody knows.
Yes, you got to get justice because all of this is all wrong. Everybody's supposed to be like, nah, you got to pay. But everybody's been duped in education. Be like, there's nothing.
Right.
Go ahead.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break?
Yep.
All right. We'll be back in a few minutes. Back to Page States Radio.
That's right.
Zoom in.
We're going to change the subject of...
See, making popcorn, it's not just cooking. You're not just heating up seeds with oil. Nah.
Jalapeno cheddar. Fire.
This popcorn is a great follow-up right after the binge juice. Fire.
I tried to master my process so I could really develop the best popcorn ever.
You said it's the what?
The best popcorn in the world.
Get your premium popcorn at WePopPopcorn.com.
That I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in.
I'm the one being simple-minded.
Get it!
The end goal is for us to be united as a nation. Come together, not as a community, but as a nation. We are more than a community. We are a nation. We are a kingdom of people, a nation in exile. We are a nation within a nation. We must come together, and that's the prophecy. Matthew 15:24, Acts 5:29-30, Revelation chapter 7, Revelation chapter 14. We must gather ourselves together. Zephaniah 2:1, Ephesians 4:3. It's about the unity of the nation of Israel. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Who was suffering violence during the time of John the Baptist? The Israelites. The Israelites. So who is the kingdom of heaven making reference to? The Israelites. We're the kingdom of heaven.
With the
that he's
growth
talking
that we
about.
had in these past 20 years, you'd think it was year 100.
It's our first time at a national Passover coming from Japan. It's a beautiful thing. You see our people gathering together in unity.
And I think the 20th anniversary also has to be amped up.
Starting next year, I want captains sent out to celebrate Passover in the various countries where we have established schools.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be here. We in Dallas.
We're here at the Passover 2023.
To me, he is the general in God's army in this time.
Did you see Bishop Nathaniel come in his entrance, man?
This man has been a father to me. He's been a brother to me.
This man is charged in the battle to rebuild his nation. He is the tip of the spear on the earth right now.
See, he never took his hands off the ring. This man looked death in the eyes and never lost hope in the one true God of the nation of Israel.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Welcome back. Welcome
Man,
back.
that's some good stuff right there, man. I was looking at that video. That's some good stuff right there. That 20 E's.
That's right.
That's some good stuff right there. Hey, Cap, let's move along. What do we have?
We have a lot. We have a lot.
Well,
hey,
you're gonna have to pick,
call that out. What's that top right again? Oh, that's
top right.
Yeah.
Sister takes care of me and my husband with dementia.
No, I don't want that. What's Ishmael saying? The first one. What was that?
That devil.
Huh?
Egypt.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
the Egypt was good.
Egypt. Yeah, let's
Don't go to Amalek.
Let's play Jimmy Carter.
Oh yeah, APAC.
Let's play Jimmy Carter.
You know, we the first one who starts exposing APAC. People don't talk about it.
Right.
Yep.
Let's play that.
Americans don't want to know, and many Israelis don't want to know what is going on inside Palestine. It's a terrible human rights persecution that is far transcends what any outsider would imagine. And there are powerful political forces in America that prevents any objective analysis of the problem in the Holy Land. I think it's accurate to say that not a single member of Congress with whom I'm familiar would possibly speak out and call for Israel to withdraw to their legal boundaries or to publicize the plight of the Palestinians. And that is added on to by the very effective work of the American-Israeli group called AIPAC, which is performing its completely legitimate task of convincing Americans to support the policies of the Israeli government. And AIPAC is not dedicated to peace. They're dedicated to inducing the maximum support in America, in the White House, in the Congress, and in the public media.
Okay. Let me tell you something, man.
His security clearance and his CIA.
His thing is over.
His CIA briefings are done.
Yes.
That's it.
He ain't president no more, so he don't care.
Yeah, I know. That's it for that.
Let me tell you something, man. That group he mentioned,
yeah,
you have no idea how much power they got.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of you, I'm telling you, they got power. Listen, they don't only affect Washington. They affect each state. That's how much power they have. And they don't care if it's black, white. As long you pushing their agenda, that's what they care about. Because there was an article I was reading. There was a sister who was running. She was running for, I think it was in Pennsylvania.
Right? Yeah, for Congress.
I think it was Pennsylvania. She decided to go against them. They destroy her. What they was doing is they was funding her opponent. Yeah. Listen, when I tell you they got power, but this is what I'm happy about. This is what I'm happy about. Remember the scripture in Thessalonians? Most I reveal.
Yes.
What you're seeing right now, this is why I'm glad that war you see going on right now in Palestine, that all this killing, I'm happy that thing is happening. Because what Most God is doing right now, Most God is using social media to expose them.
Yes.
Because remember, they control the media, but they cannot control everything.
Right.
Right.
Remember, if you put 1,000 videos, they might block 900.
Right.
A couple of them going to get through. So what you see going on right now is social media starting to show these people for what they really are.
And if you remember, Greenblatt said, Jonathan Greenblatt said that TikTok and social media is one of their biggest opposers. Why? Because the narrative that they've been putting out for decades has been offset by social media because people are releasing their own accounts, they're releasing these old videos, things of that nature, and it's going contrary to the
narrative we've known
the narrative.
forever.
That's the word I want. The narrative that they have been pushing forward
for now.
Yes.
Until they frame a law to put TikTok and the rest of them back in their pockets.
So that's what Greenblatt is rallying for.
Yes.
That's why he said it.
Now, you know, Twitter, their name changed to X, which is Twitter, which is owned by what is that guy named Elon Musk. They was having an interview with him the other day. So the lady said, hey, by you not supporting Israel, do you worry about Israel's gonna take advertising? He said, tell all of them go F themselves.
Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Because even here, he know, listen, they know. If you're not supporting Amalek, the so-called Jewish people, they can totally destroy you. And they got the money to do it. That's why Bishop always said, be careful with your guys' social media. I'm telling you. When Most God let them come, Most says it's time for them to come after us, they're going to come and they're going to come with a vengeance. I'm telling you, when listen, they're going to come with vengeance. So a lot of you, be careful what you see on your social media because you will get fired. Some of you don't need to be on social media anyway. Some of you cannot control yourself.
Right.
You don't need to be there anyway.
Right. That's a whole other topic right there.
Officer Uzziah, did you review that? What is it?
Oh, I cannot stand this bastard.
About social media?
He's a demon.
Oh, of him talking about the social media issue. Right. Hey, go back to
that's a demon right there.
Close that out. Because if you remember a few weeks ago, we played, what's Remy's name again? I always forget his
name. Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport play the guy in the blue suit at the top. Michael Rappaport, he exposed something in this short clip that he did. He said, I've been in meetings with some people and we're watching all of you.
We're making a list.
He says, we're making a list and we're checking it twice. For all of you that stay silent.
You didn't support us.
You didn't support us. He says, you're going to come and ask for money. You're going to come and ask for funding. And we're going to remember this. They make an account to get leverage. That's their whole objective. Now, we just watched former President Jimmy Carter say that AIPAC, American, Israel, whatever, right? They labor to get the support of Israel and to get the support of popular persuasion. That's their main, why? Because they're trying to establish a vision, but God said it's going to fall, right? So they use that. Michael Rappaport's video showing that they use the financial part, saying, listen, we're going to remember, you better support us or there's no money coming your way. But here's another aspect they use as well. Now, these are alleged claims, but I don't put nothing past the devil. So I always say, I don't dispel anything. You could tell me that I don't know, tell me something crazy about these, so I'm going to believe it. Because there's no limit to the devil. Let's play that.
Maintain that it was your employer, Robert Maxwell, owner of the Daily Mirror. You say that he was an Israeli agent, and as was his daughter.
He was not my employer. I would like to correct that.
Okay.
We worked together with him.
And you say that his daughter Ghislaine also, though, worked for Israel, and it was Robert Maxwell who introduced Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell way before the 1990s, as mainstream media is reporting.
Correct.
I suppose what the most alarming allegations that you've been making are that the entire Epstein operation was a honey trap operation to entrap politicians, policymakers, celebrities, people in the media eye, basically to become Israel's assets.
Correct. I perfectly believe that.
I believe that.
Yep.
Drop a bomb.
Yep.
I
Put a bomb
perfectly believe that.
Drop a bomb.
That's those files that they get on them.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
those
Bomb.
files.
Yes.
Yes.
That's those files. That's how they do it.
Gunshot.
Honey pot.
Hey.
That's it. And got all them politicians' pictures
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
And they were about to get his behind and make him talk.
Yes.
Yep.
And they killed it. Well, they said they killed him. They said
He
they
just
killed
ended
him.
up unalive.
Right.
So hey, I'm gonna make. I'm gonna show you something what he said. You think it's a coincidence out of the blue? They start coming after Puffy, Puff Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Hell no.
It's not a coincidence. I'm telling you.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden,
'Cause he
out of the
dead.
blue, a bunch of women coming out of nowhere. Now you got not only Puffy, all these black celebrities.
Yeah.
You
Jamie
think it's a
Foxx.
coincidence?
Yeah.
No,
Y'all
it's not.
been nasty.
Somebody give the okay. Somebody's fighting this woman. Somebody's paying this woman. Same thing they did with Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Somebody is paying this woman. Somebody's fighting this woman. Somebody's giving the okay to go after them. I'm telling you. Somebody sit behind the desk and say, yes, it's time to go after them. I'm telling you. And they got a lot of stuff on those guys.
Hey, Captain.
They got stuff on those guys.
You were bringing out. Was you going to play the part where the guy said, "We know who all of y'all are" and all that? That's what
we have that clip. We can.
Because I think that's what you. Yeah,
That's what he said.
That's what you was going
Yes,
into, wasn't it?
that's what he said.
Yes, sir. So a way they get you, through popular persuasion, through the finance, and then through so-called blackmail. When they have these pictures of you with, all these congressmen and senators and lawmakers, specifically said lawmakers, what they do is they get you in these compromising positions. Now remember we went over a week or two ago how many senators and congressmen support funding Israel, how much money they get every single year, because all of these senators and congressmen all vote for Israel to get all of this money.
All this money, yep.
You have to make a pledge to Israel in order to even be in that congressional state. All of these things line up, and you're like, how can everyone collectively, even if you're a new congressman, new senators, How are you? Your whole agenda is to fund Israel, to send all this military stuff to Israel. What about Israel has you? You're from a black, or whatever Latin community. Your community doesn't matter to you. Right. It's Israel. Why? That honey trap.
That honey trap.
Right.
Now, because like you said, you don't put nothing past them. Dig this.
No.
They get all of those people and they get those files. Yep. Remember, I was talking about that with Dr. Perry.
Yep.
The man just got out of jail, and all of a sudden he met a woman in a nightclub.
Right.
And the next thing you know, he moves in with her, and then a couple of months later, she got names, numbers, every damn thing, which was the plot.
Facts.
You know? So these people she was a honey trap basically to get him, because he was over I think it was a guerrilla, some kind of group,
right?
Guerrilla Black something. So they were trying to get information about when the next move was going to be, something to that effect. What I wanted to say in regards to what you just mentioned about Epstein and his Ghislaine Maxwell and the honey trap whole situation, Esau is very calculated in terms of what tools he will use to put you back in line. He don't want to have to. He doesn't want to have to drop a bomb on you to get you to comply. He'll adjust the dosage.
Damn.
You understand? He said, well, we'll review some of the files and see if he'll bend and support what we want with just this.
Right.
And if that don't work, we send some more subversives. If that don't work, I'm bringing that in the same thing with Perkins that spoke about the foreign policy thing. Then they send the jackals in. They said, well, he ain't agreeing with nothing. We told him, we got tapes on you. We got this. We got pictures. We got such and such. Are you willing to dance with us? No, hell no. Okay. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna go a little harder.
Step further.
But my point is, they don't want to exhaust the heavy means at first.
No.
They are calculated in terms of how much pressure they'll use because every bullet costs them money. Every needle with poison cost them money. Like they said when they wanted to kill Malcolm, they said that their plan was to inject poison into his toothpaste.
Right, yes. Yes.
They said, but they had to get to him quickly because the power of it will dissipate after so many days. So they said they got to get it to him fast. So they got levels. And if we can get you to do what we want you to do with the little thing, then we'll save the big stuff for those more hardened ones.
Damn.
That's how they think.
Damn.
Okay.
Play that right quick. Play that right quick. The devil right there.
This dude.
What's that going to expose? All these
he's
demons.
married to a black woman.
Right.
All these demons going to get exposed. Go ahead, play
A
that.
lot of conversations amongst my Jewish friends
Here you go.
about the silence, the disappointment, the disappearing acts on some Doug Henning, David Blaine shit just disappeared, boom, in the air. A lot of people have disappeared.
But we got files.
I'm telling you right now, we are making a list, we are checking it twice, and we already know who's been naughty or nice. You see that pun?
Pause it.
There it is.
A lot of people are listening to this and think he's just bull jiving.
Right.
What he's really saying is that the list that we got is the files.
He's not.
That's the list we got. We got files. And we want to make you dance with just a little bit. We'll leak a little bit of something, see how you respond.
Hey, you know what's crazy too, Bishop? The way he sounds is that you're supposed to defend me. You're supposed to defend our people. Why are you not defending us? And we're watching you. Why are you not defending us? That thing is crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Bishop Netanyahu always said, you silent
always
is compliance.
is a sign of betrayal.
Yes.
What is it? Is that Messiah?
Yeah, it is.
No, that's what it is.
Because he said that. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
He said, your guy's silent. So he said, your guys saying not saying nothing
side.
is a sign of betrayal. You got betrayed us, so we're gonna whip. So that's what he's saying.
But he's speaking in two languages.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
He's saying that because everybody would agree with that. Because if most of the people in this country is stupid anyway.
Right.
They'll follow what's on the media. I don't mean to be vulgar, but it's
no, they are.
These people,
you're not vulgar. They are a bunch of idiots
inside the damn television. They can't see nothing straight.
99% of people in this country is a bunch of idiots.
So. When they hear the thing about if you ain't on our side, you're on the enemy side and all of that. So the majority of the people think that way. But on the other end, he's saying something else. He's saying, listen, even though we are wrong, This is what the silent minority don't. This is what the few people that really know what's up, but they got caught in the honey trap. He said, "Listen, I'm letting you also know too. Even though you know we're full of junk, we got files on you, and that's the list that we're checking twice. If you don't step up and defend us, even though you know we wicked as hell,
Right.
we're gonna bring it on up." That's what he's saying. So he's speaking on two. He's speaking on two fronts.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
There go Diddy.
That's it. The masses.
Jamie Foxx.
Don't forget. Remember Kanye West's Jewish trainer.
Yep. Oh yeah.
The Jewish trainer said, if you don't comply to this song and dance, he said, I'm gonna drug you.
Yeah.
And that just went away.
And everybody will think you belong in a loony bin.
Right.
And all of
And
the
it happened.
information was removed.
That's how they do it.
And it happened, and it just went away.
It just went away. Nobody. There it is, right there. Kanye West showed the text message
receipts.
of this Jewish. I can't. No, I'm sorry.
Amalekite.
Lord, forgive me. Of this Amalekite
Devil.
saying he was gonna drug Kanye West into a coma again. He said, I'm gonna put you back to that same crazy place again.
Hey, you guys remember they did that
Go ahead,
to...
put it up.
Hey, Cap, remember they did that to that comedian? They make people think he crazy.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, they
Remember, they did that to David Chappelle. I'm telling you.
Yes.
That's what Bishop just said. They did the same thing to David Chappelle. And the whole black community is thinking David Chappelle was crazy.
Yes.
Just because you took a trip to Africa.
Yes. That's how these people are.
Hey, Officer Heeman, read that. Because people may not believe what Cap's talking about.
Right.
Read that.
This is Kanye West's text message that he showed. Go ahead.
I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation. But you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact. And not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet.
So the dumb friend is probably the one that told him he's Israel.
Right.
He said, I want to hear that stuff that you the real Jew. I don't want to hear that stuff. We can't talk about that. Go ahead.
Second option, I have you institutionalized again.
What?
He said second
So he
option.
did it the first time.
So,
he did the first time.
He said, in other words, I'm giving you. Here it is. Either you accept our carpet. No. The thing that they said during the Iraq thing with the Taliban. I forget the phrase. I got it. It said either you accept our
Hand of
carpet of
friendship?
gold,
Easy way.
or we'll bury you under a carpet of bombs.
Damn.
Those are the
That's
options.
gangster right there,
That's
Bishop.
gangster. That's how they talk. That's what they said to them. Either you accept our gifts, just what Perkins said about
that's what he
the
said.
foreign policy. You have to accept that. If you don't listen, then we do this to you.
Yep.
Damn.
Hey, read the second option.
The choice is yours.
Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to zombie land forever.
And he said, go back.
Forever.
So that first time when everybody thought Kanye was crazy, guess what?
They put him in there.
That isn't that a confession?
Yep.
What's the dude's name?
He
Why
just
not in jail?
confessed that I'm
He committed
the
a
one
crime.
that
Yes.
drugged
He
you.
just confessed he committed a crime.
When women are drugged and taken advantage of, don't
That's
they go
assault.
to
That's sexual assault.
don't they
That's
go to
assault.
jail for that?
Yes.
He's admitting
Yes.
he unknowingly drugged someone. He's not a doctor.
No cap.
Go ahead.
That man, actually, when we, you know how you guys have been bringing out about Wikipedia?
Yes, they changed
Remember, they
it.
changed all of his information because he was actually a government employee that worked for like a chemical company
yeah,
or
he
something
was.
like that. And when it came out, when Kanye was saying all the stuff that he was doing to him and he showed the receipts, they revamped his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's high
Amalek
up there.
did.
Yes,
But
he's,
you don't
find that
suspicious?
Cap, send a picture of Amalek. We went over it yesterday.
Right.
The
But
video.
These
Amalek changed his
dudes should be in
Wikipedia.
jail.
Right. But dig this still.
Yes, sir.
They'll even say, listen, I'll have you drugged again.
Isn't it?
And all of the people will watch it, and they'll be like, we don't give a damn what the people believe.
Right.
You want to know why? Because might makes right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's how they think. They
Right.
said, we don't care what you believe. As long as
Right.
we got the gun,
That's it.
long as we got the bomb,
That's it.
long
We
as
got
we
the
got the
power.
paychecks to make sure that your mortgage and rents get paid, or you be in the streets, or you want your bellies will grow big for starvation. As long as we got the powers to those things, we don't give a damn what you believe, because you're still going to have to come back and see me in order to eat. That's how they think.
And you know what?
That's what Donald Sterling said.
Amalek said, despite what the truth is, we determine the narrative.
Yes. That's what they said. Yeah.
Y'all understand that?
That's the point.
So Kanye West, as influential as he is, he showed the receipts and showed the world he has zero power.
That's the
Yes.
point.
Right.
Because a trainer that was his employee
That he's paying.
has more power than him.
Damn.
That part.
Because y'all just showed his picture, I wouldn't even know who that guy was. I
No,
walked past
I
him
would
on the
not,
street.
right.
Who does Kanye West is a household name and face.
Hey.
Go ahead, Cat. Go ahead.
No, Cap. Hey. Let me show. Hey. To just go along with what you saying.
I want a script after you finish. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Hey, use Isaiah. I just put something up in the emoji. Because Bishop said we could either do this the easy way.
A carpet of gold or a carpet of bombs?
I want to find that actual clip. Hey, look it up. Auntie, look it up.
Or we
Look
can
it
do
up,
the
because I want
hard
to make
way.
sure I'm quoting it right.
Somebody find it.
Find that clip for Bishop first.
Nah, find it. You good at that.
Hey,
I mean, there are
while
definitely
she's getting that,
It was said
put
to
up
the
what you got.
Taliban.
I just sent it to you in the emoji group, the fires. Just put it
I
up.
see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
The
in the
words.
general.
The words. Yeah. You see that right there? So this just happened
Oh, yeah. a few
on the
weeks ago.
22nd. So read that, Heman.
Kanye West ex-trainer called security on him after Dubai resort run-in.
Read.
Kanye West believes his ex-trainer Harley Pasternak is stalking him around Dubai. They did run into each other there, but TMZ has learned it's Harley who felt threatened enough to call for backup.
Go ahead,
Wow.
Harley and Ye were both at Atlanta's The Royal Dubai Resort on Monday evening. And according to Ye's camp, the rapper felt uncomfortable and believed Harley was telling him around Dubai. So much so, he whipped out his phone and started recording Harley as he spoke to hotel staff.
Hey, you got to think, just like you said, Bishop, how the effect of what they tried to do to Malcolm with just the toothpaste.
Right.
What is the hey, Diggy, you say all the time there is no coincidence. How is it
There
that they
is no
both in
coincidence.
Dubai?
I'm telling you.
part.
How can he afford the same
Same
hotel as
hotel.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Keep reading.
There is no coincidence.
Keep
I'm telling
reading.
you. These devils.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, keep reading.
However, sources with direct knowledge at the resort tell TMZ Harley was at the concierge desk making a dinner reservation when he came face to face with Ye. Remember, these two have a tumultuous history. Harley's the one who called police and paramedics back in 2016.
Yeah, because he's the one who drugged them.
Right. Go ahead.
When he said Ye started behaving erratically during a training session.
Word.
That call led to Kanye being committed to UCLA Medical Center for mental evaluation.
Now he just confessed.
Yeah.
He's the one who drugged them. I'm telling you, these devils.
There you go.
Man, oh
There you
God, these
go.
devils. I cannot wait for Messiah to put these devils to death. I don't. All these devils.
I don't understand how he feels threatened when he told the man, "I'm going to drug you."
I'm going to drug you.
How do you feel threatened?
But the zombie
These
land.
devils, man. telling you, man.
Yeah. Y'all find that for Bishop?
She looking.
I think
What was it?
What's the quote, Bishop? Say it again.
The quote was, you either accept our carpet of gold, something to that effect, or we will bury you under a carpet of bombs. I remember hearing this on the radio. I think it was WBAI, New York radio, 99, something on the dial. It played a lot of, it's not really, it's like public.
It's like independent
yes,
news.
yeah, that kind of thing. So it was one of those. WBAI, I think it was the station that aired it. It was many years ago. I recorded it somewhere, but that was the deal. I'm just trying to find it.
I'm looking myself.
Yeah, but go ahead. Don't stop the music. Let it roll.
Hey, so go back to the dude who said Epstein was a plant. I want to go back to that real quick because we didn't finish that. The blue suit.
I think I found something. Hold on.
The blue suit. Okay, go ahead, play it.
That it became basically an intelligence operation to entrap different politicians.
So it's so that whole Epstein thing was an intelligence operation to trap politicians. For what purpose? To get their support, their backing, to get their financial support. That was the point of it all. So they have all of these powerful people. They have all of these powerful people in these positions to make change, to make things happen. Because remember, the states that you can't do anti-Israel rallies in a number of states. It's illegal. Guess what? That number is growing. How do they get the ability to control narratives in other countries? This is not their so-called, not their country. How are they able to make those kind of laws here? Real quick. Psalm 64. This is why we have to keep this in mind. Psalm 64, start at verse 2.
Psalm chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
So there's a counsel that goes on behind the scenes. Maxwell, the daddy, got Maxwell, the daughter, to get with Epstein and trap all these people for the Israeli government. I want y'all to remember that. He was an Israeli agent. Did everybody hear that?
Yep.
He was an Israeli, an Amalekite agent. Put together this whole honey trap, sweet deal that that nobody could refuse.
Hey, Cap, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Kanye West say something on Drink Champs about if you see me
banging a
goat,
goat,
I don't care about that or
yes.
something like that?
Yes.
Probably drugged up.
Why would you say that? They drug you up, throw you into they take pictures. I remember I used to see old spy movies like that. They would have the prostitute seduce the politician or the judge or judge.
Yep.
Up in the room, you had somebody on the balcony taking all the pictures.
Right.
Then they would mail that packet to the house. The wife would get it. If you don't convince your husband to go along with us, guess what? These pictures are going to be leaked. You think that stuff is just in the movies? That's real life. That's what they do.
Hey, remember what does them say that Dr. Omar Johnson said that?
Hey, we got the video.
He said
we got
that.
it. We got it.
He said
we got it.
You got what on what you looking for?
No, he said that about that
the women.
The woman, and he's also said about the club. He said he don't go to no club.
Oh yeah.
He said that's the way they trap you.
Yes.
That he said
That's how they catch you out
That's how
there.
they catch you out there.
Just to add more information to what I was looking for, it had more to do with that Alaskan pipeline. They were trying to get the pipeline to go through all of this, because the Taliban was dealing with that. So they was trying to get them to bend to the will of what the oil companies wanted. OPEC, Finish. You say you got it? Okay.
Yeah, we got it. You done with the scripture?
Finish reading.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
So not only is there a secret council, but they have the power to rise up as well, right? Go ahead.
Who wet their tongue,
sharpen their tongues
like a sword.
So they have the power of the media to control the minds and the narrative that goes out. They have that power in their tongue. Go ahead.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows. Even bitter words.
Even what?
Bitter words.
Even bitter words. That's why he said, we know if you're naughty or nice. You got to look into the deepness of that thing. He ain't really talking about no damn Christmas Carol. No. Because guess what? When you get into those upper echelons, you have vices. You get to a point where just your wife ain't enough. You need a side chick.
Hey, you might need a male prostitute.
You need something. And
like
guess
Diddy.
what? That's what they do. They secret councils. Hey, what's this guy's vice? He hasn't spoken up for Israel. What's this guy's vice? They do a deep, it's going to tell you we go down. They do a deep search. Right. And in order to do that, once they get that packet or that file on you, they said, you got to move the way we want you to move, because do you want this? And you know, Bishop, to that point, right? Many of you put yourselves in compromising positions. And Esau is going to have that file on you and says, do you want me to expose this online so that your congregation would know what you're really doing behind the scenes?
Right.
Exactly.
You're going to feel compelled the same way these people are compelled to support Israel. You're going to feel compelled to support them.
That's the whole point. That's how they deal.
That's how they deal. Stop thinking they deal uprightly. See,
Hell no.
When we think, we's like, man, I would never stoop to that level. And you're right. But you don't have the mind of that damn devil.
Right. Or the power.
Or the power. Keep reading real quick. I'll finish it real quick because I know y'all want to bring out some points. Go ahead.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
It says they want to shoot in secret. all of these things that we're hearing about, it's not public knowledge. It's not something known by the masses. It's stuff that we have to dig and dig and dig and verify and research. Why we got to go so hard for stuff that should be readily available to us? Go ahead.
Suddenly, do they shoot at him and fear not?
And they don't fear because why? They have the power. Go ahead.
They encourage themselves.
So you think Kanye West's trainer was really fearful? You think he was really fearful?
He's on assignment, Capo.
And when the cops show up, when he call the cops, who you think they're going to put in cuffs first?
That's right.
They're going to put Kanye in cuffs first. They're going to put Kanye in cuffs and smear his name all over the papers. That he'll just sit there like, I don't know, this nigger just attacked me. Go ahead.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
Come on.
They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
They say, who shall see me? Go ahead.
They search out iniquities.
They do what?
They search out iniquities.
All those vices that I made mention. They know that you like certain things, and guess what? Listen, let me say, hip you out of something. Your social media ain't yours.
Right.
Your computer search engine ain't yours. They sit there and they have. How do you they sit there and watch classes,
right,
and analyze every word the bishops and deacons bring out, and they say, oh, that's a reason to strike. This is what they do, and they do the same thing on so-called your social media. You scrolling. They know you spent 0.3 seconds on every post. But then when you get to the post of the big booty woman, you spent 15 seconds. Wait a minute. Oh, he must. That means he likes this. Let's keep filling his algorithms with the big booty woman. And guess what? They said that's his vice right there, the woman.
Hey, Cap, remember Bishop Yalsop pointed that out, as he has time and time again, stressing about the acts of Darthard Perry.
Yes.
When Darthard stressed that there's agents,
like
Michael Rappaport, that have a more, how would you say that? They're more intrigued in studying about hip hop.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's doing that. This guy,
he said a white dude told him more about Miles Davis than he knew.
Yes.
He said he could have long, tiring conversations about the blues.
And this
white
devil
folks
is educating him on it.
And educating him on it.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah. Hey, play that. Read that for Bishop. Start at they affirm. Just read it quick.
They affirmed that until August, the U.S. government saw the Taliban regime.
So wait a minute. Let's so the people can see where this came from. Just real quick. What's at the top of it?
U.S. policy.
U.S. policy towards Taliban, influenced by oil. Like I was telling you, Unical, all of them different companies. They were all invested in that pipeline. And the Taliban was resistant to them. They said, well, we need to talk.
Go back down?
That's part of the talks.
Right.
This was on the radio. That's the reason why I remembered it.
Right.
They affirmed that until August, the U.S. government saw the Taliban regime as a source of stability in
That's
Central.
exactly what they said. Damn, they're quoting it exactly. Now I remember it. They said, we can use the Taliban for us.
We're going to be friends for a little while.
Go ahead.
As a source of stability in Central Asia that would enable the construction of an oil pipeline across Central Asia from the rich oil fields in Turkmenistan,
you're right.
Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan, through Afghanistan and Pakistan.
So now you know what the Persian Gulf War was all about.
Oil.
Go ahead.
To the Indian Ocean. Until now, says the book, the oil and gas reserves of Central Asia have been controlled by Russia. The Bush government wanted to change all that, but confronted with Taliban's refusal to accept U.S. conditions, this rationale of energy security changed into a military one, the authors claim. At one moment during the negotiations,
Here go the gangster part right here.
Here it comes.
The U.S. representatives told the Taliban, either you accept our offer of a carpet of gold, or we bury you under a carpet of bombs.
Hey, that's gangster, man. Come on.
That's some gangsters. For you to say something like that.
That's what happens to all the politicians. It's just on different languages. Either you go with what we say, or we will destroy you.
So Bishop, imagine how Russia must look.
That's foreign policy. When the people, when America brings in politicians to usurp their own people in their own countries, they say, well, we're going to educate, like Endara went to Panama. They educated him here, put him over there. And they said, you going to be the man over here. Foreign elections. They up there, which is illegal. They was actually influencing a local election in Panama, for an example. And the people there were made to vote for him because the people voted so they could eat.
Damn.
Right.
Woo.
Damn.
Hey, Bishop, but imagine how Russia must look at this. So Russia's doing business with Afghanistan and these other countries for the pipeline. America comes and say, hey, y'all ain't gonna be doing that no more. Y'all gotta do business with me. We're gonna X Russia out. Y'all gonna do business with me now. That's power, man. Damn.
Somebody might say, why in the world are we going into all of these things about the politics and all of that? Thessalonians, and then I'm going to lean back. Thessalonians,
bring it out, Bishop.
2 Thessalonians 2, and I think it's like the 7th or 8th verse, I think it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And
7th verse. Read
verse
7 and 8.
Yes, sir. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Who's the devil? That's the question. Who is the wicked? Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
So in the book of Revelation, it says mystery Babylon. Mystery, meaning who is the devil? Read verse 8.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
And then shall that wicked be revealed. Who's going to reveal them? We are. So that's why we're bringing these things out, so people can know that they're not dealing with no Christians. They ain't dealing. Where the preachers at on this?
Right.
They got files on their wicked asses too. They can't say
They can't say nothing
right now. They can't say nothing. Nobody can't say a damn thing.
Right. Yep.
The play going around for 3 times. 3 times already today.
Hey, when you go look at somebody like Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton got a show in MSNBC, one of the top cable channel. You don't think they got something on them?
Right.
You didn't notice Al Sharpton don't say nothing this whole thing? All this thing that's going to the black community, you don't say nothing. You don't say. Listen, they got these people in their pocket.
Right.
That APAC, they got these people in their pocket, bro.
Yeah.
All you tell you to do is vote.
Read the rest of that so I can fully get that out, and then I'm done because I want to read half the scripture. Verse 8.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Go ahead.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his
It was
mouth.
important for me to read that because as people hearing all of this, they think that this devil ain't never going to be brought down, thinking that we're just going to be at the losing end. No. The Most High is going to bring his ass down. Right. Read that again.
Yes, sir. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Go ahead.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
This truth is revealing him.
That's right.
That's what's destroying his lies. So they're not going to stop the prophets teaching this Bible. They're not going to stop the words coming out. That's going to wake the people up regardless of how successful they think their witchcraft media is.
Right.
The Most High is still going to get his word out there. Read.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So Esau has an end.
That's right.
Esau has an end. The Lord will destroy him with the brightness of the weapons of God's indignation to destroy this whole system.
Right.
That's right.
Facts.
Back you up, Bishop.
Damn.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me get Daniel 8:25.
Come on with it.
Because people ask, why are we talking about the politics?
Yeah.
Let's see what the Bible says. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy.
Through his policy, the man that has the power to say, hey, Taliban, I want your oil. And if you don't,
damn,
we gonna bomb the hell out of you.
Right.
Carpet. We gonna carpet bomb you.
A carpenter bomb.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what's so crazy what you just said? There is a video on YouTube. I'm telling you how much powerful these people are. Africa. Listen to this. Africa, Esau set this policy in Africa. Let's say you got gold that's worth $1 billion. You call friends to buy it. Friends I don't want to buy it. You know Africa cannot go and sell it to no other people. Damn. Africa have to tell them where to sell it and how much to sell it.
You mean France?
France have to tell them who to sell it to next. France said, I don't want it. Africa cannot go just sell it to any other country. France has to tell them, okay, you go sell it to Russia or you go to sell it to somebody else. And France have to set the price. Africa cannot set the price.
That make no
The
sense.
price is free. They say it's free.
France have to set the price. Yes.
The price
cannot,
is free.
No, you cannot just go and sell it to whoever you want to or set any price you want to. No. They got to set. They got to tell you who to sell it to, and they got to set the price. How much you gonna sell it to?
Ain't no way.
How much you gonna sell it for? You cannot make this shit.
Did you finish bringing
finish
that
that
script?
script.
Get the rest of it.
Verse 25. And through his policy, Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Now it's going to prosper in his hand.
Yeah.
Why? Even if you deny it, he's going to find a way to make sure it happens. Why? He's going to put you to death. Go ahead.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Now, that's going back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Go ahead.
And by peace shall destroy many.
By peace he shall. In our eyes, what they allow us to see, America, Amalek, they're shown as the peaceable ones, but behind the scenes, we see them as these people are the damn devil.
Right.
Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
Against Christ. Go ahead.
But he shall be broken without hand.
There you go right there. He shall be broken. And I want to back my brother up. I want to back him up some more. Just a little something. Then I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna be quick. Genesis 27, 38, and then Romans 9. You know, Romans 9 is always the one that you keep in the clutch.
Right. That's right. Right on the hit.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Go ahead.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Go ahead.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
That's the reason why we can say that we will bury up under a carpet of bombs if you don't accept our goal, because we got the weapons.
Right.
And we know that we're the devil. We don't want everybody else to know it. That's why we dumb them down in education.
There you go.
But we know who we are. We write it in our books, Esau's Rome and all that. But you better not say nothing. And if you do, we're going to bury you. We're going to put dope in your toothpaste. We're going to set you up. We're going to get it. They're confident in that because the Spirit was put on them for that thing. Read.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Read that verse again.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
What's the verse before that?
Yes, sir. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
The best places. Esau was going to get the best places. I want Afghanistan. I want Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and all. I want all the stands, basically. Go ahead.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
And the best places, the best islands, and all of that. Even going to set up Epstein, give him his island. Go ahead.
And by thy sword shall thou live.
And by thy carpet of bombs shall we live.
Right.
By our bombs, we gonna live. Damn. Go ahead. Now, give me Romans 9. Romans 9:22.
Romans chapter 9.
To let you know that this was the Lord's plan. Give me the 17th verse first and then give me that.
Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
The thee is Esau. Even for the same purpose have I raised up Esau, the same way I raised up King Pharaoh. Go ahead.
That I might show my power in thee.
That's the reason why I gave you the weapons.
There you go.
Because I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to let my prophets bring out the truth with the word, then I'm going to kill you with my weaponry.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
And that's how the Lord going to get his glory. Now,
That's
verse 22.
Verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath?
The Lord said, listen, I want to get some credit for how bad I am.
Right.
I done let this beast run around talking about he going to drop carpets of bombs on people.
Right.
And everybody fearing and trembling, worrying about him every time he shows up in a plane. Air Force One and all that. Showing up on there. Everybody starts shaking when he come in. He ruled the nations in anger.
Right.
Read that again.
Continual stroke.
What if God, willing to show his wrath?
The Lord said, listen, man, let me let everybody know that I'm the power that everybody's supposed to be fearing. Go ahead.
And to make his power known.
And the Lord said, I want to make my power known. Go ahead.
Endure with much long suffering.
Let's break that down. The Lord said, I endured with much long suffering, seeing this damn amoeba, this paramecium, this damn parasite getting all the damn glory as being a terrible one.
Right.
I got to sit here and watch my damn creation of creating this damn devil and everybody worshiping him as he's God and Jesus. Meanwhile, I'm the power.
Right.
No, it's time for me to step up on the plate and say, I'm the power. Read that.
The vessels of wrath.
Read it again.
Yes, sir.
What if
God, willing to show his wrath?
The Lord want to show his power. Go ahead.
And to make his power known.
I want to make my power known. To hell with what I created. You worshiping the creature. I'm the one. Go ahead.
Endure with much long suffering.
And I endure with much long suffering, seeing this daggone, this amoeba calling himself my son, calling himself my people, calling themselves the Jews, calling themselves Christ and the angels. Blasphemy of those in heaven. Go ahead.
The vessels of wrath.
God calls them what?
The vessels of wrath.
God made Esau to destroy him. That's the reason why he got all his power. So that he said, nobody touch him. He's mine.
Right.
That's why he's saying that. Nobody else can deal with him. Read.
Fitted to destruction.
God said, I made him for my destruction.
Right.
I made him for my glory. So when I smash you, everybody will know that I am God, and besides me, there is no other God. That's the point.
Right.
That's how that goes. Okay.
Right.
So I just want to throw that in there.
Hey.
All right, now we'll lean back.
Drop
the mic.
All praise. Damn. Hey. To Bishop's point, play Egypt, and then I want Iran.
Uh-oh.
So you have to do some of this reading because it's in their language.
The Egyptians are boiling with rage. We are boiling with rage. We cannot tolerate what is happening. We no longer care whether we live or die. We are all prepared to become martyrs for the sake of Palestine and Egypt.
Damn! Drop a bomb!
But when it comes to crisis management, freeze relations with Israel.
What did he say?
But when it comes to crisis management, freeze relations with Israel.
Go ahead.
Meaning don't deal with them.
Right.
Recall our ambassador from Israel.
Because, they have ambassadors, and he's like, bring them back home.
Right.
Because why? Why don't they want their people there?
No peace. They don't want no
They
peace.
about to do what? They about to set it damn off, man.
They about to pull up.
They about to pull up and what up?
Right.
He said what up?
Make them hop, double dutch.
Gosh,
Double dutch, nigga.
Dance, nigga, dance.
Dance.
Yeah. Go ahead, play it.
And deport the Israeli dog from Egypt.
He says, and get them out of our land. He said, Israeli dog. Come on, man. This is supposed to stir a fire in our spirit, like all praises.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Take practical steps. We are behind you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Look, hold on.
This is beautiful.
Everybody applauding means what?
Right.
They're all in agreement.
They're all in agreement. Yeah. The entire Egyptian parliament, when you just look at it, that's all who? That's all Ishmael.
Ishmael.
That's all Ishmael.
But I thought they were the Egyptians.
They ain't no damn.
They ain't no Egyptian, right?
Damn
Because
Egyptian.
Cap, you gotta remember, some of these Ishmaelites was living in Palestine when the
Yes.
6-Day War went off. They had to run to Egypt, the West Bank, and Jordan and Lebanon. So some of them was living there.
Hey.
These are the descendants of those people that was living there.
Hey, you know what's so beautiful? I don't think you brothers and sisters are paying attention to the climate. Listen to the voice. Listen to the.
That's because they watching these dumb, stupid so-called hip hop
There you
girls
go.
talking about some getting banged on the red light and all that.
Right.
But meanwhile, the world leaders and the people around the they know what the hell's going on.
What up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
They are fueled up, showing shit. Just like you said, Bishop. Brothers and sisters, y'all better get yourselves together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all better get yourselves together.
That's right.
Because
Time is
these other
short.
nations are turned up. You could hear it.
Time
you
is
could hear
short.
it.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
man.
As this, you finished with this?
No.
I want to
Still
show
a
the
little bit
article.
more. It's a little bit more. Is this in the Iran?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to back. Let's play it straight through. Go ahead.
Look right there. Look. Take practical steps.
They said, we are behind you.
We're
That's what they
behind
said.
you.
Right,
Then
right.
you
We
left
got
that part out. They
Yes.
said, take practical steps. We are behind you, Mr. Prime Minister. That's what they say.
Strategy.
Right.
Go ahead, play it.
We are behind you. This is a matter of life and death for us. We are all prepared to die for Egypt.
And even they land.
The slogan, what was taken by force will be restored by force alone, is correct. The Israelis are criminals. They are murderers.
How come NBC didn't play this?
Right. Hey, let me tell you something. You guys know that America make a deal with Egypt. They give Egypt over $1 billion a year to support Israel. You guys know that? Yes, America is the one. Remember that thing that happened I think it's Obama was president. The all uprising in Egypt and all over the Middle East. America was behind it. America is the one actually giving these people money to support Israel. In other words, he said, we pay you as long as you make deal with Israel. Remember, the latest one was about to sign was between Saudi and Israel. But go ahead, play it.
Play it.
We have a peace agreement with Israel. I disagree with it.
Yeah. No, but what he said?
I disagree with it. I disagree with it.
But watch what he's going to do. He has the peace agreement in his hand.
This agreement ties Egypt's hands. If this agreement is so meaningless, we should tear it apart for the sake of Egyptian and Arab national security.
That's right. It is.
We should not make do with fulfilling our humanitarian and patriotic duty. We should make this Nazi country face facts on the ground.
Let's get it popping.
Let's get it popping. Give a round of applause. So when Bishop did the class, Oscar Nazis, they are the real Nazis.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is gonna pop. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Judenrat.
Yep, Judenrat.
Israel is the successor of the colonialism of the past.
That's a fact.
And the ally of present-day colonialism. It is the ally of the colonialist regimes in an attempt to destroy the
So here's what Egypt sees. Egypt said they're not going to stop with the Gaza.
That's what they know.
Yeah.
They know that.
Yeah, they know that.
They said they're not going to stop with Gaza because the plans are already to go into Syria, to go into Lebanon. Those are already in the works. He says, guess what?
Biblical borders.
It reminds me of Mordecai's conversation with Esther. Don't think you'll be saved in the king's house once Israel is slaughtered. He's saying the same thing to the rest of the Arabs. He said, don't think it's going to stop at Gaza. Eventually, it's going to come to their region as well.
Right.
Get stirred up, Ishmael.
Hey.
What's his name? Aki.
Aki.
Make me a chopped cheese, Aki.
What up,
Go ahead, play. We don't have a lot of time left. Go ahead, play.
With Egypt being the top prize.
See?
They are lying. They know what they are doing. What is happening in Libya is concerned to what happened in Darfur. Connected to what happened in Darfur. And to what is happening with the Ethiopian Renaissance stand. It is all operated by the same people.
The same Nazis.
I am sorry for telling you this for the 10th time. Against the backdrop of regional collusion, I am sad to say. Many fall into humiliating normalization with Israel.
That means they bow down.
He said, you normalize yourself with a beast.
Right.
We have signed an agreement with Israel more than 50 years ago. But here it is, torn up by the Egyptian people who have never cooperated with us.
Oh, praises to the Lord.
So, Cap, what I wanted to show with this was,
yes, sir.
Oh, that's which one is this? You show the Iran.
That's Iran.
Okay, that's the one you're gonna play right now.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, play that. Then I want to show the
screenshots.
No.
Oh.
The numbers that's in the America.
Yeah. They're screenshots.
Yes.
So play that quick.
No sound?
No sound.
Stop. Right there. Go back. Read that.
Pompeo defends Trump's tweet threatening Iran targeting.
No, the Iranian lawmakers.
Iranian lawmakers chant death to America.
And this was right after October 7th, if I'm not right. That was right when that happened.
Right after they got that 6 million, whatever.
Yeah.
So what to show you what? That Arabian region, those raging Carmanians.
They're coming together.
Right, they get that script after this.
Yeah. He put in his claim.
Yeah.
Get it in. Okay, let's finish this real quick. Go ahead.
Iranian lawmakers chanting death to America. That is clearly how they feel, or certainly the way that they are expressing themselves. Fred.
It actually is a two-part chant. They say death to America and death to Israel. Death to America, death to Israel.
So a lot of people is looking at this because what Israel is doing to the Palestinians right now, you're thinking the Arab world is not attacking Israel because they're not united. That's not how war works. This is the war is about strategy. They're not stupid. They are not stupid. Don't think they're not united because they just had a meeting between themselves. They talk between themselves. They stuff they put in place. They're not. You see how Egypt rise up? They united more than you think they are. They're united. They're just set up strategy because they're not stupid. They're not just gonna go attack, and then next thing you know, they just drop a bomb and stop. No, because I'm telling you that Iron Dome Israel had, once all of them start shooting missile, the Iron Dome is not gonna stop all of them.
Right.
Okay, you see. Go ahead, read that because a lot of people thinking that thing that's going on in Palestine right now is never going to come here. Bishop was talking about that yesterday. Oh, it's going to come here.
What you got, Jeremiah 51? Oh. Second as
Hey, read that right quick.
Nearly 90,000 Afghan refugees have arrived in the United States since mid-2021.
Since mid-2021, 90,000 Afghans. Go ahead. Yemen.
Yemeni diaspora.
In the United States.
United States, 200,000.
Next.
United.
Zoom in on it.
Lebanese population.
500.
United States, 532,224.
So we have over a million already, right? Over a million. Over a million documented Arabs. Go ahead.
The Iranian diaspora in the United States is comprised of more than 577,000 individuals who were either born in Iran or reported Iranian ancestry.
Now remember, these are the same ones that were just chanting death to America, death to Israel. There's over 500,000 of them in the United States right now. Boom. Okay. Next. You want to say something?
Having babies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was
baby bombers.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day, and that I wanted to share with the prophets. I've been walking, and everybody that I saw, gentlemen, were Arab men. They're out there 2 and 3 together. They're out there with their families. I saw 2 black men. I saw 1 white man, but the entire park was Ishmael them.
All right.
Walking. They getting themselves together. They around there running. They riding bikes.
Hey, they ain't riding bikes. They like, hey,
listen.
Yeah. They coordinating. Listen, they doing the blink test. Oh, on January 5th. Okay, I got you. And they act like they riding their bike. They ain't riding their damn bike. Go ahead, read that, officer.
There are about 200,000 Iraqis or Americans of Iraqi descent, according to Arab American Institute. The Iraqi population in the USA is 350,000 to 400,000, and the hub of Iraqi Americans is in Chicago. Since 2000, more than 33,000 have gained legal entry to the United States.
Damn. What's the next one?
United States, 255,000, the largest concentrations in Chicago, Detroit, and Los Angeles. Histories of Palestinians in Los Angeles. Honduras, 250,000. Guatemala, 200,000.
So United States has 255,000 Palestinians.
Damn!
Palestinians. Go ahead. Was that it? So we didn't even list all of the Arab countries. That's just a handful, 5 or 6. And we have almost over 2 million. So when we read Jeremiah 51, I know we got 7 minutes. Jeremiah 51, start at verse 13.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come.
What?
Thine end is come.
So like Officer Lisha brought out earlier, the appointed time. The appointed time. God has the appointed time of the end of this place. Go ahead.
And the measure of thy covetousness. The Lord of hosts.
Because what? They covet fields and they take it by violence. God is making note of every bit of their covetousness. We went over it with the sundown town. We've gone over this millions of times. Go ahead.
Verse 14. The Lord of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, Surely I will fill thee with men.
I want you to understand this. God says he's going to fill them. Fill them tells you there has to be a lot. I know sometimes we think about how they have like one person strap a bomb to themselves. No. God said he's going to fill thee with what?
With men. As with caterpillars.
As with caterpillars to what? To consume you from the inside out. Go ahead.
And they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Saying what? Allah Akbar, damn it. That's what they gonna say. So when you saw them running, they was coordinated. Do you say it at a high pitch? Allah Akbar. You say it low? Allah Akbar. They was coordinating that thing.
Hey, let's read what they were actually saying. Habakkuk 2 and 6.
Yes.
This is what the shout was. This is what the shout is.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable
Shall
against
not
him?
all these nations that got their sleeper cells here, just what those caterpillars, what shall they say?
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
That's what they mad about, because many of these people that had to leave their country to come over here to make $1 was because the economies where they come from was destroyed by the foreign policy. So they said, not only are we coming to get some money, we're coming to put your ass to death. That's what they saying in spirit.
Go ahead, officer. I mean, soldier.
2nd Ezra 15, verse 29.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia.
The nations of the dragons of Arabia. For one, Israel is surrounded by primarily all Ishmael nations. Go ahead. Read.
Shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth.
This is what we seeing right here. We see them tearing up their peace agreements. We see the people rallying for war. Go ahead.
That all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
Go ahead.
Also the Carmanians.
Iran. Read.
Raging in wrath.
Raging in wrath. They mad at the sight of Gaza. The people getting killed left and right. Go ahead.
Shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. And with great power shall they come. And join battle with them. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Who is the Assyrian? That's Amalek today. They possess the land of Israel. Go ahead.
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature.
What is their nature? They're a wild men going back to Genesis. They're wild men. Allah Akbar.
Hey, Nimi, you saying it too light, bro. You got to come with that gas on that.
Allah Akbar.
That's what
He ain't got nothing but death in his eyes.
Woman doing it, men doing it, woman doing it.
They realize that they realize that Israel, no, I want you to keep reading. They realize that Israel was set up, meaning that state over there that they set up in 1948 was basically a military outpost for America against the Arab world. They recognize that. Go ahead.
And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
That's it.
All right. So sis, when you saw them riding their bikes, they was conspiring together.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Yeah, they ain't watching hip hop videos. They ain't watching hip hop videos or none of it. They don't even have a TV.
Right. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Got some, Cap?
Hold on, Nimi, you sure you got all the butter off of that, Nimi? You got to go back, Nimi. Go back, man. You got to put the stamp on that verse 31.
I think I broke the flow.
31.
I think I broke the flow. Go ahead and let all that, let it all come out.
Verse 31.
Start at 30.
Verse 30. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from
that part
silence through their they trying to that's the reason why they ain't bringing it out on the major news network. Give you dumb hoochie racket videos, but the real stuff that's going on, they silent through their power.
Even in the code, like back, what did he say, Bishop? The code of how he was speaking. We support you. Basically, take those correct, accurate steps. But that main part, that verse 30 right there, family, where it said raging in they wrath. We just seen that.
Yeah, they fired up. Just like they raised the flag, declaring war for the death of Soleimani. They didn't forget that stuff. They didn't forget that stuff.
Can we go
go back to Habakkuk chapter 2? Because I know Bishop read verse 6, but verse 7 got some butt in that thing too.
Yeah.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee and awake?
And what?
And awake.
So they're filled up and they're acting like they're just normal. Like your sister brought out, they're just riding their bikes.
They
and
listen to
acting
hip hop.
perfectly
They
normal.
listen to the Suki. They listen to all that garbage.
They're at the
like they one of us.
7-Elevens.
Don't get fooled by the bike riding, sis.
And awake from sleep.
Right.
From sleeper
From
cells.
sleep. Like they're just normal citizens, but they're going to awake unto their true nature, you know.
They shave and get a can of beer and move right out there right next to you.
Right.
And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Why? Read.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
That's telling you straight.
Egypt. We've seen that with the Palestinians and all these different countries. He said that they have spoiled these nations.
But that's why they got to come to America.
There it is.
Exactly.
That's the point.
You destroyed the land over there.
Now it's your turn.
There's nothing left for them over
Now
there
it's your turn.
Right.
Read.
You stole the resources.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood.
We're seeing that today.
That's it.
With the news that's not being exposed,
Right.
right? Because there's men's blood over there that's being shed. Read.
And for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
You see that? So that's the prophecy that's going to take place.
Hallelujah.
That's unfolding right now.
All praises to the Lord.
I like that too.
All praises. Unless Bishop and D got anything to bring out, we're going to end the
No,
show.
that's it. I just want to thank Bishop for coming through.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to Bishop Yawasab.
Shout out to
Bishop. All praise to the Most High. It's always my honor to be here. All praise to the Most High. I did want to say something, Deacon Malachi.
Yes, sir.
Over the years, I will say that Deacon Malachi has always had that spirit, that fervent spirit to go get it. And the reason why I say it is because I remember before you set up Patient Saints Radio, I remember that was what I remember. We was in New York. We was all doing our. Remember we were doing our interviews. Remember that?
Yes, I understand. Yes.
And you said that you wanted to leave and come here and make things bigger than ever, in terms of getting the fire started in this gospel. So when you launched Patient Saints, you and your crew launched Patient Saints Radio. It's been rolling for many years. And you really put some real effort to build it up.
All of us.
That's why it's an honor for me to be here to see that.
All of us, Bishop. All praise to Most High. Most High got put it in our spirit.
Yes, sir.
Because I remember coming from New York, Bishop Netanyahu always said, hey, listen, we got to learn how to have our own. We got to have our own. Because I remember when these things started, we didn't have our own. So one day I told the captain, hey, listen, man, let's take picture of everything, have our own, man. Because Bishop always say, hey, have our own. Stop depending on people, have our own. So that's where this has come from. All praise to Most High.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes,
All
sir.
praise.
All praises. Surely the Spirit of the Lord is upon our leadership, man.
Oh, we
All
missing
praises.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, let's go.
Say something clever. Thank you for cooling in, tuning in to
our classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week.
IUIC TV.
Boom.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, cool.
But if you,
So now,
if you don't want to run red lights,
right. Something clever, right?
Come on down.
But please donate for to Patient Saints Radio. You can donate at iuic.atlanta, at israelunite.org. And also, if you want to promote any of your businesses on Patient Saints Radio, you can reach out to my rib at IamElisheba@gmail.com and then you will send forth the information. What else we got?
fundraising.
Oh, the fundraising. If you want to donate for the fundraising, right? You would go to iuic.fundraising.
Booster Club.
The Booster Club, iuic.fundraising at israelunite.org. And again, we have classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week on
It's
our
actually
platforms.
more now. Nah, because we got
It's like
shows.
just all day long,
we got
right?
history in the AM.
All day long.
You said 3 times a day. We got
meditations. We got radio
2 times a
shows.
day.
Yeah, we like it 8 times a day now.
No, we cover the whole day now.
Just tune in.
Yeah,
Somebody gonna be on.
just sign in. You're gonna find
And
something.
if you want to
be
make Patient Saints Radio even better, you could donate to iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org via PayPal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Cap.
All praises.
Oh,
We wanna
don't forget
thank-
Bishop Radio Show too.
Yes. The Bible Book of Our Fathers. Promote that, Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Fridays.
Rolling off of the inspiration from Bishop Nathaniel, actually, and because that actual show was actually spawned by what we had in the old school. That was Bishop Nathaniel's brainchild. Believe it, some people might not know that. The Bible, the book of our fathers, is not new. We were doing that at the old school, and Bishop came up with that concept. Bishop Nathaniel came up with that concept, and we just, we were talking about it down here, and I asked him, I said, I want to bring it back up again. So that's the reason why we have it. So we do have it now, and we air Fridays, 6 p.m. Every Friday, 6 p.m. sharp. I was talking about time, and I really need to stick by that. 6 o'clock, not 6:01. 6 o'clock, we are on the air, Lord willing. But that's how we try to rule things. We want to spread that habit of being on time with things. I hate to be waiting. When the 6 o'clock comes, 7 o'clock, whatever the time is, we need to be on the air. Okay, because the people are just like, I remember Mother Shamara made the point about people set, when we were talking about Patient Saints Radio, people set their day according to how we, set their day. Right. By the schedules that we put. So this time thing is very important.
All praise to the Most High. Hey, just want to thank everyone behind the scenes. Officers Zedaniah, Adino, Arel, Matthias, Heman, Uzziah, Caleb, Uza, Soldiers Aidan, Soldier Moses, Aiden, Brother Aiden, and the sisters, Sister Tahilia for breakfast from the house of Officer Timothy, and Sister Basia from the house of Soldier Azariah. Thank y'all for the breakfast. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in to Patient Saints Radio.
Everybody.
Stay tuned for our hidden history.
Yes,
all
thank
right?
you.
Stay tuned. Most High in Christ bless you
Shalom.
all. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ bless.
It's a person.
Having no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 1.